Hey y'all, welcome to the live Sprinkle Sprinkle. We are back and we're going to be talking today. How are y'all? About focusing on improving and not him. Okay. I see a few of y'all were waiting early in the comments. I appreciate you guys. Sprinkle Sprinkle. And like all the products that I'm going to be using, or most of them, are going to be linked on my Amazon suggestion list. These are all the little Amazon storefront products that I recommend. The ones that I'm talking about is going to be under beauty. So there's all of them linked there. But good morning, y'all, or good afternoon. I don't even know what time it is. This is the Believe in the Truth Aqua Balm Eye Gel that I put on under my eyes. It just gets rid of the puffiness and fine lines and all that kind of stuff. So if y'all are wondering what this is, that's what it is. Like, what is she doing? I'm trying to look good for y'all, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Let that get in there. What lipstick did I put on yesterday? Oh my gosh. Y'all really want to know? Okay, so it's the lipstick that I had on yesterday was this. And it is by, and let me see. I have it in my beauty list on Amazon, my beauty Amazon list. So let me just link that here. Let me look this up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Here we go. Beauty products. Here we go. Yay. Copy. Hold on, I'm trying to get the link for y'all. Just give me a second. So this is going to be on my beauty products list. Just scroll down until you see this. Click on it. You can get it on Amazon. But scroll down until y'all see this on my beauty products I recommend. And this is called Shondaland, or I think that's what it's called. It's number 6. And this is a Bridgerton collab. Let me read it. It's by Netflix, Shondaland Bridgerton, number 6. So this is a collab with Kiko and Bridgerton. Y'all know the show Bridgerton? And this is the color of the lipstick. Okay. And it's number 6, Shondaland. And it's by Kiko. And it's a collab with Bridgerton. So it is in the link that I just put there right there. You want to rewatch it? Girl, it's a good show. And then on top of it, after I got off camera, I put a gloss over it that kind of matched. And I got this from Shein. It's just a peptide jelly lip oil gloss. So I threw a gloss over it too, but it's creamy anyway. You don't really need a gloss unless you just want that extra glass look. But anyway, thank you, Avina. How can you find a rich Somalian man? Go to Somalia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. I don't live over there. Y'all asking the wrong person. Go to the rich side of Somalia and hang out, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. I appreciate you. But y'all. Okay. I've decided that we're going to be focusing on improving us and not him and not the man. Because listen to this, y'all. We lead by example. Okay. And since they're not really leading anymore, women have to lead with what they want. They have to lead with their standards, and they have to lead with what they're going to put up with. So we don't question why they do stuff. We don't care why they do stuff. We're just focusing on ourselves and getting ourselves together. And if they want to be a part of our lives at all, they're gonna have to get themselves together, literally. Okay. Thank you, Georgia. I appreciate that. Super chat, sprinkle, sprinkle. So if we lead by example, by showing people how to treat us, they have no choice. Okay. They can't come with less. So that's why I encourage ladies to focus on themselves, getting yourself together. Because if you're not doing that, if you're not the main focus of your life, you're not going to be the main focus of anyone's life. You're not going to be goals, literally. You're not going to be goals. You're going to be a botheration to some dusty or to some man who you're overly emotionally attached to. So what we got to do, ladies, is we got to focus on ourselves and lead by example of what and what we will not deal with. So that first starts off with you as a person and how you take care of yourself. If you take care of yourself top tier, no man that doesn't take care of himself top tier is going to want to be bothered with you, especially if he don't have no money, because he knows top tier costs money. Okay. So that's first. You got to take care of yourself to the utmost highest degree that you can possibly, which means getting up every day, looking good, having a nice environment, making sure your bed is made, making sure your face, hair, and outfit and shoes and whatnot look good whenever you leave the house. Standards. If you don't have standards for yourself, there's no way a man is going to take the standards that you have for him seriously. Okay, so listen to what I'm telling y'all. Y'all can't be out there in bonnets and t-shirts walking around talking about you got standards. If you don't have standards for yourself out in public, you don't have standards for yourself anywhere. Okay, so keep them standards high, man. Unless you're in an emergency room and in an emergency situation, you shouldn't be coming out the house looking crazy. I don't care. Said what I said. Okay, I know you don't care what people think, and that's why people don't think of you. I don't care what people think either, but they're going to know I have standards when I leave my house. I know that. Okay? Because whether you are leaving your house cute or ugly, people still going to have an opinion of you. And it's better for it to be good with high standards rather than it to be low and ratchet. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because you get treated how you look. I'm going to repeat that. You get treated. Listen to me carefully, ladies. How you look. You get treated how you look. Repeat it with me. Say it with me aloud, everybody. You get treated how you look. All right, wonderful. Now that y'all understand that, get in that mirror and look good, okay? Y'all, I'm doing my makeup. Y'all don't have no excuse to do it with me. Okay? All right. If you feel guilty about being a woman, then you know what to do. Go be somebody's maid and slave. Okay. Then you may not feel any guilt about working for free and not knowing your value or your worth. Okay. If you've been brainwashed to feel guilty about getting what you deserve in this world, then by all means, maybe your calling is maid. Maybe your calling is maybe your calling is servant. Okay. Maybe that's your calling. Go explore that option and see how you feel. Okay. Go serve someone else. Wonderful. I'm tired of that dumb pygmisha question. Next. Okay. I'm sorry. If you don't know who you are, then maybe you're a servant. Think about it. That's the difference between a lot of people, you know. So the brainwashing worked on you very good. Wonderful. You can serve people in other ways and still get your money. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be on your hands and knees doing too much. You can serve people in other ways. You can give them information. You can give them knowledge. You can direct them in a direction that they're supposed to be going in. You ain't always got to do more than you're getting out of whatever it is that you're giving. Okay? So channel that feeling to give and be nurturing to something that's worth it, not to something that's not worth it. You understand? That's it. And focus on improving, not him. If he's not improving you, if he's not doing the most for you, why should your focus be on him? Treat yourself how you want others to treat you. People treat you how you look. So y'all really need to think about that on a daily basis. People treat you how you look. I promise you. If y'all don't believe me, go do an experiment. Leave your house looking good one day and leave it looking like who did it and why. And see, go out into the world and see how you're treated. This is just how it is. Y'all know it's true. And if you're not focused on yourself, building yourself, your mind, focused on your body, focused on your money, focused on all of those things, you're if you're focusing all that energy on a man that doesn't even like you, it's literally wasting a lot of energy that could be improving you so that you can attract better, or at least show people how to treat you better. You know what I mean? Because a lot of y'all are not attracting any quality people in your life because you're not quality. You're not giving yourself the quality that you deserve in life as well. So y'all need to do better, because literally people are going to treat you how you treat yourself. And I know I've said that a million times, but some people need to hear this over and over because they have low self-esteem and they don't know that they're the problem. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I said, I didn't say attention. I say you attract better quality. You can attract attention with a bonnet on and some house shoes and some booty shorts, but is that the attention you like? Is that the attention that's going to pay all the bills and get you in a luxury car? Isn't. No. So what you want to do is attract the right type of attention by treating yourself the correct way and not being in environments that welcome desperate energy. Okay? When you're in environments that welcome desperate energy, that's what you're going to become. And when I say desperate energy, I mean energy that is not of quality, energy that will take anything, energy with no standards, energy, poverty mind energy, excuse making energy. If you're surrounded by those type of people in those type of environments, that's what you're going to start to become. So that's why it's important. If you're on a level up journey to get out of those environments, and if you can't get out of them right away, at least put yourself in other environments so that you see the difference and you have different goals based on what you've seen and experienced. Okay. You cannot stay stuck if you want to move up. You can't stay stuck in a mindset of desperation, survival mode, and broke dusties if you want to move along. So that's why it's important for you to go into different environments and see different things and see how other environments and people interact. Okay. Some of y'all are looking for your Prince Charming in the dumpster. Think he's in there? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all are looking to get attention from the wrong type of men. The attention that you want is the attention of a provider, not the attention of a broke man with excuses. So dress like it, act like it, and treat yourself like that's only what you deal with. Okay? Walk, talk, and act like that's only what you deal with. That's only what you're used to. That's only what you will tolerate. That's only what you will deal with. And then everything else will kind of just fall off. Okay? You say your sister keeps scalding you for dating wrong guy. Is this wrong guy broke? I'll be telling you too if he was broke. Okay, girl, why you was 10 times with a broke man? Is he broke? If he ain't broke, he ain't wrong for now. He might be wrong in the future. I don't know how y'all get along, but if he's paying for stuff, wonderful. When you select a boyfriend or a man, he might not be the permanent person in your life. He might not last a month. He might not last a year. Okay? Just get what you can out of him. If he ain't paying, he shouldn't be staying. That's number one. He's not paying no bills. He is the wrong one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How's you have your first appointment next week? I'm on my maintenance dose, so I'm not really losing any more weight. I'm just maintaining. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So like if you take those injections for weight loss, after you've lost whatever weight you're going to lose. You just take the maintenance dose, or you can wean yourself off of them so where you won't need a maintenance dose. But yeah, it's good. It works. I just say, make sure you eat plenty of protein. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How did you take care of yourself right after having a baby? I laid in my bed and ate good and relaxed. I still did my makeup and hair. You know, watched TV, read books, take care of the baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Went shopping, took pictures, the norm. We got a bunch of baby pictures, like me and Layla getting dressed up to go take portraits. So basically, I just fed, bathed my baby, took pictures, dressed her up, bought cute outfits, went shopping, got up and got dressed. I looked cute. I was the same, except I had a baby to take care of. Don't work gives allowance, pays for school. What's next? Property. Sprinkle, sprinkle, or car. Property or car. That's next, baby. Good job. Trying to get older boyfriend to take you out of the workforce. Told him I'm being bullied after men flirting. He suggests another job. What else can I do? Tell him it's every job that happens at. So that's every job. Every job I go to, they say they see an attractive woman and that they want to go to lunch. They want to hang out after work. They want to hang around my desk or my office. And, it's just getting uncomfortable. It's been this way ever since I've worked. Just tell them that. Just tell them it doesn't matter where you go. Then, if he doesn't want you to get out of the workforce, say, well, that's all right. There's a job that I really think that I could do, and I only really have to deal with one person. It's a personal assistant to this guy. He's like a billionaire. And sometimes I'm going to have to travel. So it's the only way that I can tolerate working anymore. If it's like less people, then he's going to let you quit or not look for another job. All right. Just tell him it's a job, like whatever job you come up with that you're going to apply for. Make sure he's intimidated by it. Like, okay, well, this billionaire, he's hiring an assistant. He needs me to be there, like, on call all the time, impossible travel. What do you think? Sprinkle, sprinkle. A guy gives gifts but doesn't want a relationship. Good. Where's the other one? So put him under your phone contacts as a gift giver and add him to the roster. Whenever you feel like you need or want a nice gift, you know who to contact. Okay. Not all men are going to be your boyfriend. One is just a gift giver. All right. Sometimes you just need jewelry collector. You need to collect jewelry off of them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's jewelry that a lot of women have that their husband or boyfriend didn't give them. Okay. Collect your jewelry. Collect your stones like Thanos. You don't need to be in a relationship to get money. You don't need to be in a relationship to get jewelry. You don't need to be in a relationship to have fun and get nice things. Women always want commitment. And the man just wants to bless you with some nice jewelry. Take that stuff. All right, and wear it on the next date. Sprinkle, sprinkle. As long as it's not too gaudy. You don't want to give the man the next dude that you're dating, the insinuation that you don't need any more jewelry. If it's just like a little cute dainty thing there, but hold off the expensive stuff for when you go out with your girls or when you go out with the guy that actually bought it for you. Okay. You said, what happens if the boyfriend gets jealous of another guy? It means he needs to get his money up because he's insecure that he might lose you to him. So just start suggesting multiple streams of income if he's jealous. Because if you're well taken care of and all bills are paid and you want for nothing, men aren't super insecure about that unless he has competition. You know what I'm saying? So he just need to get his money up if he's insecure. Went on a date with a 40-year-old rich dude. Okay, he make backhanded compliments on your pretty hair, still paid, but what does he think? Is he gay? Okay. A lot of times men know about hair from their exes or whatever. And then I would just say, I didn't know you were a hairstylist. Then he's going to shut up from now on. You caught your boss planning to fire you by the end of August. You don't know how to act with his fair smile, and I don't know what to do, Shira. I'm sad. Sprinkle. Start talking about harassment. I don't know if they have them laws in your country. Just go to HR and file harassment against your boss. Sprinkle. Then it will make sense when they try to fire you. They're gonna put it on hold. All right, they can't do it if they're under investigation, baby. All right, wonderful. Sprinkle. Go to HR right now. Y'all got HR over there, wherever you at, or tell his boss something. That way, when he reaches around to fire you, it's gonna look suspicious. Okay. All right, wonderful. Let's see, what am I trying to do today? Yeah, it's gonna look suspicious if he try to reach around and fire you after you filed something on him. Okay, sprinkle. Let me read some of these comments. Maybe I missed one. Thank you, Sonia. Sprinkle. Okay, a guy spending on you but was married. The wife keeps contacting us. My sisters keep telling me to have morals. Girl, you know what? Keep collecting that money. The wife need to talk to her husband, not you. When the husband say, "Look, I'm done," then be done. But the husband is going to get somebody else and give them money too, and the wife's going to have to find her number too. Sprinkle. Just block the number, baby. Until he ended, I wouldn't really worry about it. That's his problem, not yours. You're just collecting money over here. We're not worried about him. They need to be talking to him about the morals, not you. You're just the innocent person that's just collecting money. All right. I'm not worried about it. Like, if a man is going to break his vows, he's going to break his vows. That's up to him. If the wife is pleading with you to please stop seeing him, she's going to be pleading with the next chick, please stop seeing him next month. You're going to let your money get away? It's up to the man to do right in the marriage. They're the one that took vows. The man took the vows, man. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? If the man can come to you and say, "Look, I made a mistake. I can't do this anymore. I'm going back to my wife and trying to be all good, faithful." If he can't say that to you, all he's going to do is go replace you. Because obviously he doesn't like being tied down, or he's a cheater. And he's going to cheat whether it's with you or the next chick. You might as well get his money. Okay. Sprinkle. Rosanna, please stop asking me. I appreciate your sprinkle, but if the more y'all ask me that, the longer it's going to be. I go there when I feel like it. Okay, what do y'all want me to go there and do? Sit there in front of the camera and look at y'all? So I go there when I feel like it. Thank you. And please don't mix up these channels. That's the one thing that gets on my nerves. When I get over there, I get over there. Okay? Sprinkle. And now it's going to be even longer. You're welcome. Okay. Thank you. I say that every time. I don't know why you don't listen. I really try to be patient. Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. Glad we're on the same page now. It's okay. Just understand, like you're not supposed to ask people to do stuff if then when they do it, they do it. All right, wonderful. Stick to the subject, stick to the topic, read the channel, read the name of the video, understand where you're at. That's just proper common sense. Thank you. Okay. Yes. All right. Now for some eyeshadow. How do you not get offended when men commenting about appearance, like a dude in the gym telling me to keep going if I become pretty? I don't care what men think. Are they paying for that gym membership? That's the first thing I'd come out my mouth. Well, you gonna pay for the personal trainer? If you got stuff to add, you might as well add some money to it. How about you purchase me a personal trainer then? How about that? Or some tricipitide at the mid spa. Okay. What your form of discipline when they were babies? I don't really discipline my kids. They were good. My kids are good. I have girls. Boys are bad. I had girls, I had princesses. They would literally just play. I have daughters. They would literally just play, have fun. I would dress them in cute clothes. I buy them toys. We go to the movies. We go outside. We had a pool. My girls, well, I don't. My girls never needed really discipline. So girls rarely do. That's boys. So if y'all get pregnant, hope you have girls because they're less of a handful. Thank you, Yoshi. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yoshi vibes. I appreciate that. I was so happy. I didn't have one of them crying babies that be crying in the store. I didn't have none of that. Ooh. I always packed snacks and toys in my purse so that if they get grouchy or grumpy, I just give them a little snack or whatever toy and they'd be fine. So I didn't have to do anything. They're cute. Yeah, girls are less of a problem. I've heard horror stories about raising boys. And I'm so glad I had girls. Okay. Girls are much easier. In your early 30s, single, should you be worried? I don't know. Are you dating for money or are you dating for fun? You dating for funds or you're dating for fun? If you're not dating men for lifestyle, then you're wasting time. If you are dating, if you're single and 30 and you want to start dating, date only men with money, real money, not no fake money. Date men who are already established and much older. Okay. Focus on that. Stop focusing on true love. Stop focusing on Prince Charming. Focus on lifestyle. Okay. A man told me he wants to be your sugar daddy. How do I negotiate your allowance? My first date is Friday. Okay. Well, you need to have money in your pocket before you go anywhere. Okay. So send him your Cash App. Tell him you need something to wear. Or send him a way to send you money. Or send him a wish list or a cart for him to pay for so you can have something Friday. It's like, you know what, sugar daddy, call him sugar daddy. Say, hey, you know what, sugar daddy, I need an outfit, baby. Get money before you even show up. Because most of those guys that promise to be your sugar daddy and they're not having give you no money yet, they're just going to be seen out in public with you and ghost you. So make sure you get something before you even get on the date. Since you already agreed that sugar baby and sugar daddy was the goal. Get something out of it. Get some perfume, get some Amazon, get a cart paid for, get some shopping, get something out of it. Okay. Tell them you need something. Or you can't make it Friday. Just to see if he's real. It's like I just want to see if you're real. Otherwise, I ain't wasting my time going to be seen out in public with some old man. You better pay for this cart or put this Cash App in before I agree to anything. Because a lot of people will lie to you talking about, I'm going to be your sugar daddy. Ain't got no money in their account. They just got some points on their card to go eat with, and they don't want to eat alone. So figure it out. I'm serious. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's always suspicious when a man says that they're going to be your sugar daddy. Chances are they can't afford to be if they're going to straight out tell you that, unless they can prove it before you even see them. Know what I'm saying? So get the money first. What if you have children? Should you forego dating until they are much older? And I would say I wouldn't bring no one around my kids. You're dating, not your kids. So the man should even know you have kids, and your kids should be of school age where they're at school for 8 hours a day so that you can maybe possibly date during the daytime, or something like that. If you have young kids, if you have to work and stuff like that, I would definitely wait till they're much older to take care of themselves. A lot of moms forget about things. Like, you actually have another human being to raise that looks up to you. And if you're always out with some random man, that's how they're going to start viewing you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want your kids to view you like that. They'll have no respect for you if you're always with some random man when you're supposed to be raising them. All right. So, yes. Wait till they're of older age to where they understand and they can take care of themselves. In the meantime, if you're going to date, try to date during the daytime when they're at school and they're not missing anything. Okay? And don't tell nobody you got kids. Especially if they're not stepdad material or husband material. They don't need to know. Just get their money. Okay? Sprinkle. Y'all be trying to do too much and tell people too much, but I think there's a way to do it if you're smart. Mm-hmm. That's exactly how you do it. Wonderful. Okay, well that's a good way. Be smart about it. Don't be one of these ratchet chicks out here with bad priorities. Don't be her. All right. You said, what habits should girl have? Self-care habits. Okay. Hygiene, self-care, and cleaning habits to clean their own environment. Also, romanticizing their own lives so that they don't look for men to do it. So me and my daughters, we romanticize our own lives. We go on picnics. We get dressed. We have themed movie night. We decorate really nice for most holidays. We look our best. We look cute. We put together cute outfits. We go to places and, go on vacation and stuff like that. So we romanticize our own lives. So we're literally teaching people how to treat us. And that's what I teach them, how to treat yourself how you want others to treat you. Don't expect some man to think that you like nice things if they never see you, doing a lot of nice things for yourself. They're not going to understand that that's what you like if they never seen you doing it. So, yeah. Dress appropriately for whatever activity you're doing. Okay. Never do your hair, do your makeup. I have teenagers. Do your hair, do your makeup. Don't leave the house looking like who did it and why. It's better to be late than to be ugly. That's what I teach them. Because they'll forgive you if you ain't ugly, if you're late. But if you show up there ugly, it's gonna be a problem. They're gonna treat you like you late. You think about that? You show up somewhere on time or early, but you ugly. People just look around you. Wish you would have stayed home and got dressed and looked better. You come in there late and you look good, all the attention goes on you. But if you have to be somewhere on time, wake up early. That's what I teach you. Get up early if you got to be on time. But don't show up there looking crazy. You said Shira is kind of mean to her audience. Yes. People don't listen to nice. Nice people finish last, baby. You haven't learned that yet? People don't listen to nice. They listen to Tough love. I am mean to y'all because some of y'all's parents weren't mean enough. And that's why y'all sitting up there with a dusty asking where it all went wrong. And am I right? Mm-hmm. You had somebody to be mean to you and tell you, look, ma'am, why are you entertaining that dust over there? He don't even like you. He just needs shelter and he's in survival mode. Everything that's coming out of his mouth is for survival. You would be mad, but you might listen and you might do something about it. But if I was to say, he's just maybe not the right man for you. He just, he doesn't seem like he's very genuine and wanting to help. You won't hear that crap. You don't hear that. You hear somebody that don't know what they're talking about trying to spare your feelings. Ma'am, your dusty ain't gonna spare your feelings, so why should I? And you gonna sit there and put lotion on his feet after he done called you stupid and dumb? So what's wrong with me trying to help you not deal with a situation of that caliber in advance? You said your therapist is blunt. Exactly. Everybody love Dr. Phil, but they don't like Shera. Why? Because I'm a woman. I can't tell you how it is. Dr. Phil can tell you the same thing. That's right. I'm helping y'all. Y'all need tough love out here because nice ain't working. If nice worked, nobody would have no dust. All right. So I know it don't work. He said nothing wrong with shoe delivery. And when I am nice, people ask me to be mean to them. They're like, read me, Shera. Thank you, Gail. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate you. They'd be like, read me, Shera. I did wrong. So I tell them, I'll do it again. Read me, Shera. You said Shera is Gen X, home of the hard knocks. Yeah, I'm not politically correct. I don't care about your feelings. You know what I'm saying? If you need to take medication to watch my channel, wonderful and good for you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. You said what? Yeah, I'm mean for a reason. Y'all need tough love. Y'all will ask me about a man disrespecting you, should you stay, and all this kind of stuff. But when y'all come to my channel, I'm supposed to treat y'all nice. When y'all are doing stupid stuff. Even my kids, I'm nice to them, but when they mess up, I make sure that they understand that they messed up. I'm like, that you messed up, right? I'll paint a picture for them. I say, where this would lead if you continue, right? If you want to live that life, then get back on track. I'll paint a picture for them. But when you paint a picture for someone and start telling them about their possible future in great detail, it starts to look terrible and they get back on track. Like those of y'all who are in a dusty relationship for love, think about your life in about 5 years from now. Is it going to be nice then? Think about if y'all have a kid and bring a kid into the world. That kid going to have what they need? Is that dusty going to stick around and be a good father? Probably not. So think about it. Where is it leading to? If it ain't leading to no money, then you shouldn't be doing it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If it's not leading to a nicer place, a nicer car, get off the path. Okay. If you see yourself doing all the work in the relationship in 5 years from now, because he ain't going to amount to nothing, get off the path. If he don't have several streams of income and adding more ways to get paid and improving himself every day, get off the path. He's not gonna do any better. Most people's ambition starts at an early age. Okay. It doesn't come later on in life after being lazy and trifling for 20 years or 10 years. It doesn't happen. You got to have it or you don't. So they ain't going to change. Get up, kick them out, or move along. Focus on yourself. If he's not improving you, he don't need to be in your life, period. Some of y'all are looking at him right now with y'all's headphones or earbuds in, listening to me, shaking your head. And y'all know I'm right. Okay. Y'all know that Dusty ain't worth nothing. That's why they have to depend on you, because they can't depend on themselves. So what are they worth? They're only worth something to you. False validation, a man in survival mode, living off of you. Some of y'all need to hear it. I don't care how ugly you are, you can get pretty. You don't need to entertain dust. Some of y'all only entertain dust because y'all don't have self-esteem and y'all don't think y'all can get something better. You get something older and richer though, if you look good. You get something with some money. Okay? If you worried about some other woman having your dust, man, something's wrong with you, because all he's worried about is what he can get. He's not worried about nobody. Okay, let somebody else handle him. Let somebody else fund him. Let somebody else go 50-50 with a grown able-bodied man that looks stupid. Let somebody else do it. Go find you somebody that can do everything for you, as far as financially. And then use his money to stack your money. You know what I'm saying? If you find a man that can just give you money every month and say, here, pay all your bills, put some to the side for savings and go shopping, wouldn't you rather deal with that than some Dusty? Oh, you should. But some of y'all out here crying yourselves to sleep because y'all chose dust. It don't have to be that way. You can change. You can choose you. Stop dealing with dust. And if you dare say, but I love him, you might as well get a tattoo that says Pygmisha, because he don't love you, because he ain't doing nothing for you. So you love somebody that don't even love you. Just think about it that way. If he's not doing nothing for you and your excuse for not leaving is, but I love him, girl, get you an emotional support animal and move on. Okay? Because he don't love you. And if he did, he'd get up and provide for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say he don't even like you, he tolerates you. I know that's right. Look, if he's not doing the most, why are you? Somebody said earlier in the comments that these women are out here paying for a man. If you going 50-50, literally you are paying for a man. You paying to be with a man, because if you stop paying your 50%, he might not want to be with you no more. So literally, a woman that goes 50-50 is paying for a man. And she's so silly, she don't even realize it. She's paying for a man's company, a man to tolerate her. She's paying to build up a man. She's paying a man to build up himself for the next chick after he leave her. So if you're going 50-50 with a man, you are paying to be with him. You know that, right? Because all that money that he's saving on bills, he's saving it for another chick, or he's spending it on another chick, or he's going to save it for himself, or he could be spending it on another man. You never know these days. So if you're going 50-50 with a man, ask yourself, why ain't he doing 100% if he loves you? Some of y'all know that the relationships y'all are in is not based on that man loving you. Some of y'all know y'all's paying for a Dusty. Some of y'all just want a Dusty on your arm to say you got a man that's attractive. But everybody and their mama know when they see y'all walking down the street that you paying for him. Everybody know he's not 100% provider, just by the dustiness that he exudes. Everyone knows, and they laughing at you. What do you think about the League dating app? I don't worry about dating apps, man. Dating apps are for desperate people. So if you can't go out and pull in real life, if you're just an option and a swipe, and they ghost you and swipe to the next chick with the same dress on, the same lashes, and the same wig, don't get offended. Okay. You're just on a menu. Okay. I don't believe in dating apps. They're just places where men scroll to find dates so they don't have to eat alone. They give you false promises. And when they feel like you're getting too attached, they just ghost you and scroll to the next chick with lashes, booty, and wig on. Okay. Same thing. You're just an option. I don't believe in dating apps. Dating apps are for desperate people that don't realize that you can get way better results if you get up, get dressed, and go outside. Okay. Just think of yourself, just think of it as putting yourself on a fast food menu. Are you fast food, man? Are you DoorDash? That's what a dating app is for women. You get on a dating app, you're on DoorDash. You're on a fast food menu for men. So have fun with it. I mean, I'm not saying you can't eat. I'm not saying you can't have fun, but I'm saying there's better ways to do it that aren't going to leave y'all asking dumb questions like, why did he ghost me? Did you meet him on a dating app? Yeah, that's why. Sprinkle. You're just fast food, darling. And the faster you know that, faster you can go get outside and meet some real money on a rich side of town. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I don't care about no dating apps. Dating apps are for desperate people. If you like them, have fun. I don't know. I don't. Don't ask me about dating apps. I tell you what, it's for desperate people. Leveling up, losing weight, people noticing how to find sugar daddy, going to nice parts of town early and before and after work. Birthday is next week. Good for you, Nicole. Sprinkle. Okay. Well, happy early birthday, and thank you for the sprinkle, and keep going, girl. You're gonna meet somebody. It's just a matter of time. It's a numbers game, and the chances of you meeting somebody rich on the rich side of town, and if you go often, is very good. So, good luck, sprinkle. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, if y'all ask me a question and y'all are gonna argue with my answer, I don't care. I said what I said. You don't agree, that's fine. That's fine with me. I don't really care. But if you ask my opinion, I'll give it. Okay. Said Generation X here, back in the day, online dating was for deprived losers with no social AI skills, and it was considered embarrassing to be on there. It still is. It's embarrassing that you can't get out your house and pull a man in real life. It's embarrassing that you have to be an option with clones. It is embarrassing. Okay. It's embarrassing when you go out in public and they recognize you from the dating app. It's embarrassing. Get off. Y'all look dumb. Sprinkle. It's still embarrassing. They just don't have enough common sense to know that it's embarrassing. All right. I don't know. Common sense went out as well. People think that's how you meet people. No, you go out in real life. You meeting people online, you're in somebody's DMs, they're in somebody's DMs, everybody in everybody's DM. It's just your turn when they take you out. When they tired of you, if you spill too much, you're ghosted. That's what literally dating apps are now. They ask you out for coffee, you decline. They ask you for lunch, you finally say yes. They promise you the world, and they ghost you. Is that about right? And some of y'all might get lucky and meet a decent person, but that's very rare. Your chances of meeting somebody with money that actually likes you is higher if you just get out and go outside on the rich side of town. Okay. Wonderful. Because you can do a lot of lying, and so can men on dating apps. But you get what you see in person. Skip all the rigmarole. Saves you some time. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I need some liners. I don't know. Should I do red lips today, or should I do red? Should I do nude? Let's see. I don't know. Y'all help me. Pink. I don't know. Nude. Okay. You sound old. Thoughts on meeting people at networking events? I have no problem with that as long as it's a networking event for rich people that have good careers. Just be there as a guest or whatever. Okay, nudish orange. Okay, man. I'm trying to glow today. Look. Is this my real hair? It's real hair and it's mine, yes. I bought it. Actually, it was free. I don't know. I might have bought it. I can't remember. I got so many wigs on. Some of them I get free. Some of them I buy. This is not my real hair. This is a wig. But thank you. It looks good. It looks real. It's real hair. Thank y'all. Sheila, how do you go about seducing a man if you need a green card? Don't judge me. I'm not judging you, girl. I done helped a lot of people get their green card. You find an old one that fears they're going to die alone that has a lot of money or just enough money. You know what I mean? Or if they own a business, you find an old business owner that's possibly widowed. That's how you get it, man. Sprinkle. Go for somebody that's lonely, old, and got a business. You're more likely to get him versus anybody else. Or just go for somebody ugly that will never marry because they're looking like who did it and why. All right. Find somebody that's very insecure that got some money, and you'll be set. Okay. Find somebody real short. Find somebody that don't have no friends. So find somebody ugly. Find somebody with 5 or 6 rolls. They'll make you a citizen, man. Find somebody that nobody else will touch, or that's old and possibly widowed. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wonderful. That's the short, easy, fast shortcut. You get somebody old or widowed that's scared to die alone, or you go find somebody that nobody will touch. Where to find them? Hold on, let me tell you. You had to cut off a guy friend. He used to pay for your stuff. Now he doesn't anymore, but you lost access to his social circle. He had rich friends. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, then go back to the rich side of town and make some new friends. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go to the rich side of town, make some new friends, man. You're 19. He buys you gifts. How to ask for more, man. He's 19. He don't have no more. He's 19. He ain't got no more, baby. Accept the gift. Be happy. Go get you an older man on your roster. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're gonna probably barely afford gas, man. What you trying to get out of a 19-year-old? He could probably pay for dates and buy you a gift every now and then. What do you want from a 19-year-old? That's my question. Is he rich? Is his parents rich? Does he come from money or something? Like, I don't understand what y'all want out of these youngsters. That's why I don't even bother with them. They ain't got nothing. Do he got a trust fund? Does he got access to it? Where's he going to get all this money from? Oh, she's 19? Okay. Girl, I was finna say, what you need from a 19-year-old? Oh, you're 19. Okay, I don't know how old he is, but if he's old, you can ask for whatever you want, man. If he's more than 10 years older than you, ask for whatever you want. If he's more than 10 years older than you, say what you want, because he knows the deal. You said you misread my title as focus on improving him. He was about to what? Report my account for being hacked. Okay, Alan. I'm glad that you reread that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Focus on improving, not him. Yes. So when we improve ourselves, we raise our standards at the same time, and we put up with less BS from men. So when they realize that their BS is not working on the majority of women anymore, they just got to get it together. There ain't no other option. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing else they can do but get it together. Am I right? There's no way around it if women aren't bending them standards. So the higher your standards are, the more you're focusing on improving yourself. You're literally leaving them in the dust. So they either got to get up and improve themselves and do better and reach some standards, or get left in the dust with pygmisha now. You know what I'm saying? This man says that he wants to spoil you and take you on shopping sprees at Birdolph. Okay, how do I get him to get me a gift when we meet up for dinner next week? Say, I can't wait to see what you bring me. I can't wait to see what you bring me. I know you're bringing me a surprise. Insinuate that you already know he's going to gift you. It's like, I'm so excited to see you. I can't wait to see what you're going to bring me. I know you're going to bring me a nice surprise. Say that, ma'am. So now he feels obligated, because you're going to be disappointed if he shows up empty-handed, darling. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for our date Friday. I can't wait to see what you're going to bring me. I know you're going to surprise me with something spectacular. That's it. Nah, they got to go shopping and buy you something. Because if they show up empty-handed, disappointment already before the date even begins. I'll tell him what he's going to do. Insinuate that you think that's what he's going to do. And now he got to go do it. Because like now, if he shows up empty-handed, you're going to be like looking for something. And he's going to be disappointing you when he's trying to impress you. And that is not going to go well, is it? So if he about taking you shopping, he got money, he should be able to go shop for you in advance and bring you something nice, because that's what you're expecting. Isn't that right? Mm-hmm. If he don't bring you nothing, then y'all better be eating right next to a shopping center. So you can go shopping right after that, because a lot of men will sit there and lie to your face. So you treat them like they're somebody. And then once you go out and be seen out in public and chew food across the table from this old Tales from the Crypt dude, they're going to ghost you and not give you a thing. Why? Because you're dumb. You fell for the okie doke. You didn't get nothing in advance. And you're going to leave empty-handed, and they're going to laugh because they feel like they got the better deal because you were dumb. So make sure he brings you a gift. And if there's no gift, the whole date is going to be sour, and you're going to get your food paid for. You're going to be sitting there looking like, oh, well, I'm wasting my time. This dude is not going to do anything for me. Look, he can't even bring me a gift. Okay? So understand that. Y'all be treating these men like they somebody just from the lies that they tell y'all. Oh, no wonder men think women are stupid, because y'all be believing them. When people can literally lie to you to your face and you sit there and eat it up and treat them like such, they literally think you're stupid. And they probably don't even like you after that, because how stupid can you be? You know what I'm saying? How can someone like a stupid, dumb person that much and take them seriously if you sitting over here believing all this BS? That means you believed it from some other dude. And it's boosting their ego at the same time, because you're treating them like they've already done it. You're treating this dude like he already took you shopping, like he's going to give you money. So that's the reason they do it, because they want to feel how it feels to be a sugar daddy for real, even if they can't afford it. So don't treat them any special. Don't treat them any more special until you got what you want, until you got what they promised. Don't treat them any other way but skeptical. Okay? Treat them the exact same, whether they talk about what they're going to do or not. After they do it, then you can say, oh, thank you so much. I knew you were a good guy. Da, da, da. You know what I mean? I'll be sitting on the phone texting these dudes day and night after they gave you some lies and promises. Been seen out in public with them, up in their status, and you still empty-handed. Y'all better get that. Y'all better get them gifts, that money, and stop treating these dudes like they've already done something when they have done nothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They said the moment you give them the privilege of being exclusive, they show you exactly why you should not. Exactly. Don't be exclusive to them unless it's a lie. It's like, you know what? Yeah, we can be exclusive, and say like it's no big deal, like you're not ecstatic about it. It's like, oh yeah, we can be exclusive. They ain't gonna believe you anyway. A lot of men that want to be exclusive with you don't really want exclusivity. They just don't want you with another man. They want to end your roster, and they'll still have one. So just lie and do what you want to do, man. It's like, sure, we'll be exclusive while I'm with you. But when I'm not in your presence, I can't promise. All right? But a lot of y'all be exclusive to men who will never be exclusive to you. Even though they lie and say that they are. Then when you find out they're cheating, you're heartbroken. Man, you don't want to believe the lies. You're not supposed to believe anything unless it's proven. So they always want to be in a relationship on the first date. That's because that's what they think you want. Men think that women want exclusivity and to be in a relationship. That's how they're going to try to rush you into the bed. So you say, well, I don't know if I'm ready for a relationship right now. That means that man is farther away from rolling around on the mattress with you when you tell him that. You just, all men think that women want to be in relationships because y'all are so desperate and pick me like and yearn for being wanted. So all men automatically think women want to be in a relationship. And that if they are in a relationship, that they'll give it up faster. So that's why some men on the first date be trying to say, oh, I want to be in a relationship with you. Okay, they're lying. They want to roll around on the mattress with you. Okay? Most men know this, that women's goals are to be in relationships, because if they come in this chat and they see, how can I get him to commit? How can I get him to commit? He likes me, but he won't be in a relationship with me. If y'all are sitting over here begging and pick Misha style for some man to claim you in a dang relationship, all they got to do is do that on date one, and you'll be rolling around on the mattress with them, no bills paid. All right? Some of y'all are so desperate for a relationship, y'all forget about y'all's bills. Y'all forget about y'all's future generations. Y'all forget about a man that's stable. Y'all just want to be claimed so bad by some random that it's pathetic. And I'm telling y'all, claim yourself, okay? If a man is trying to get in a relationship with you on the first date, they already know you're desperate and you're giving off desperate energy. Because why would any sane man in his sane mind tell you that? That's the equivalent of a woman talking about they want to get married on the first date. That's like a red flag, and it scares people off. But see, women aren't scared off because they're delusional and they think that men actually want to be in a relationship with them from one date. They don't, man. They want to roll around on the mattress with you. And they think the key word is relationship. Key word need to be money and bills and investment. Okay? Because if they really want to be in a long-term relationship with you, they won't mind paying some of the bills. If they plan to keep you around long-term and going to be a provider for you, they don't mind. So if a man starts talking about they want to be in a relationship with you, start talking about money and see how the conversation changes. If a man likes you that much to want to be in a relationship with you, then he gonna like them bills too. If he gets all defensive and upset and you bring up money and bills and being a provider, how in the world can he really want to be in a relationship with you when he knows that men's roles are providing? So don't believe the hype. Don't believe the okey doke. Believe his money. All right. Tell him to put his money where his mouth is. You had 60-year-old ask you when I was taking him on a date after being on 2 dates. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him in his dream. You know, when you go to sleep at night, you close your eyes and you be seeing them pictures in your head. That's when. Sprinkle, sprinkle in your dream. Tell me what I'm wearing when you wake up. All right. Because some of y'all just need a sense of humor sometimes, and they'll see the error in their ways when they ask dumb questions like that. Oh, that's when in your dream. Period. Oh, shoot. Put a little bit of sprinkle on top of that. If at the end of the day you're not improved about whatever it is you're doing in your dating life or your marriage, then you're doing it wrong, because that is the point. Yes, you can have relationships with people. Yes, you can have fun. Yes, you could go out. Yes, you can, go on vacation. But is it beneficial to you and your future generations? If not, you're going to suffer for it later. Okay? Just understand that. So everything you do needs to be beneficial, whether it's for yourself or in a relationship. If it's not, I wouldn't even be bothered with it, because it's not going to lead anywhere but regret. Okay? I'm going to put a little bit of, just a little, lighten it up a little bit at the top. I got a bunch of lip glosses. I'm just combining together. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of pink in the middle. Okay. Nudish pink. Okay. You think you should go on dating shows if they're paying you and the goal is the money. Most people's goal is the money and the recognition. They don't really care about the person. Okay. You said, am I attracted to women? No, I'm straight. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm straight, baby. What can I say? But they also have to have money. So whatever that is, like, I'm attracted to men with money, not broke men. So I don't know if that's a whole new level. Thank you, Latoya. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do they call that when you like men with money? I don't know. Gold digger? I don't know. Like, that's me. I like men with money. If you ain't got no money, I don't want to talk to you. You said green sexual. Yeah. You can be the cutest man in the world. If you ain't got no money, you ugly to me. Okay? Sorry. You can give me all the compliments in the world. You could tell me I'm a beautiful queen goddess, but if you ain't got no money, I don't believe you. Because I already know that about myself. If that were true, you'd come with offerings and gifts. You know what I'm saying? So I can't deal with a man that doesn't have money. It just don't go together. It's like it shouldn't even exist. Yeah. All men should have money and be providers. Or at least All men should be able to provide for the women that they approach with no complaints and understand that that's their role. So I can't deal with broke men. I can't deal with non-provider. Like, get out of my face. Okay. Should you send a link of a purse that you want or a hint at it? Yes, send the link, baby. Because the men don't know what you want unless you have a direct link. Send a direct link and then tell them where to send it or when you can pick it up from the shop, not him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. So this man said his car and is waiting for a Tesla for 2 months. He has no car. Is he dusty? Ma'am, why are you talking to dust? Yes, he's dusty. Why are you talking to a dusty? Don't talk to dust. You said, what if we work together as a community and focus on capitalism? What if you went and got some money and shut up? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then everybody would be happy and benefit. Wonderful. Trolls. Let me tell y'all something. Anybody who don't like money is dumb. Let me tell you why. Because if it's easy to get money if you're smart. That's why I say if you don't like money and can't get it, you dumb. So why would I even bother talking to you? I like intelligence as well. That's money. If you know how to make money, you are intelligent. That's how I level people's IQ about how much money they can get. Too much ways to get money in this world. You can't figure out 1 or 2 ways. You dumb and stupid. I don't want your DNA passed on. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, we don't want that DNA, baby. Keep it. That poverty DNA. We don't want it. Keep it. Okay. Go talk to the other people with the same type of DNA. Wonderful. That's just the truth. That is just the truth. Okay. Have fun with y'all. Have fun discussing poverty over there. Yeah. Yeah, we don't do that broke talk. Y'all have fun over there with the broke talk. Talk amongst your broke selves. And you know why I say that? Because broke is an energy. You can be one way today, and if you just change your energy and mindset, you could be another way tomorrow. So people choose that. Even if you're born into it, you choose to stay in it. Okay? Because I see people coming here from different places, leveling up, getting their bag, getting a man with a bag to give them a bag. There's no excuse. You there. A lot of people stay there because they want to, or they're scared that they can't level up. So we don't deal with that over here. Our confidence is too high, and we get what we want. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think you're on the wrong channel anyway. Whoever that dude is. You said capitalism isn't the way. Well, go raise chickens on a farm and get off grid. All right. Have a nice life. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wonderful. I ain't mad at you. You know, go get you a little off grid piece of land, raise you some chickens, and grow you a garden. Wonderful. There's nothing wrong with that. Have a nice life. All right. What if you don't have a car? Focus on getting a car, man. Why you don't have a car? Why don't you have a car? You can go buy a cheap car. You can go buy a cash car, a car to get from A to B, and then you can go find your sugar daddy and have him upgrade on your vehicle. Okay. Wonderful. Focus on that first, because how you gonna get somewhere if you ain't even got a car? Unless you want to pay for somebody to drive you around, Lyft or Uber, which What you gonna do? Okay. Uh-huh. So yeah, focus on improving, not him. Like improve yourself, improve everything about yourself so that when you do come in contact with a man that likes you, there ain't no reason that he ain't ever gonna have anything to say except what are your standards and how can I meet them? Okay. Um, do you put concealer under your eyes? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I think I put a little bit today. Yeah. Like if I'm going outside to the pool or to play like sports or to the gym, I just kind of skip the concealer and I just do like a nice like tinted balm or moisturizer, or I do a little bit of dot concealing. But if I'm just gonna go full makeup, yes, I do put concealer. Your man said he spends money, too much money on you, and you need to take it down a bit. He basically talking about my beauty appointment and few gifts, and he has 5 different accounts with money. Okay, we'll get someone else to pay for the stuff. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, just get somebody else to pay for the beauty appointments. Or when he tries to roll around with you on the mattress, tell him you don't feel confident enough because you skipped your beauty appointments. And then he'll let you have them back. Okay. Just like, no, I'm sorry. I don't feel attractive today because I didn't get my beauty appointment or whatever beauty appointments that he don't want to pay for no more. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm saving up on my own so that I can continue to get them since you're not gonna pay for them anymore. Like make him feel guilty about it and let him leave them out in the wind. Don't roll around on the mattress with him. Thank you, Carly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Be like, I'm sorry, I don't feel attractive today, so ain't rolling around. Thank you for giving emotional intelligence, Shira. You're welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Somebody texting. Okay. Why thinking about his past with another woman upset me? Because you ain't got no other man to think about in your past with more money or your future man. That's why it upsets you, because you don't have nobody to think about off your own. Think about this. If your old man is sitting over there dreaming about or thinking about some woman from his past, you will be like mad, right? But if you got a man for your future and you're thinking about somebody from your past, how can you be mad? You're like, I can't even be mad because I'm doing the same thing and I might be thinking about a man from my future. You know what? You're not going to be as upset because you're doing the same thing. Know what I mean? And you're probably going to get better results from whatever it may come of it, if something comes out of it, or if you wanted something to come out of it. You know, your results would be much better than his might be, you know? So that's why you're sitting up there worried about stuff, because you're not doing something as well. Okay. There have been times where, you're like, okay, well, you're being, what do you call it? A hypocrite, and you can't even be mad at the person because you're doing the same thing. That's literally how it is. It's like, I can't even be mad because I'm doing the same thing but better. So you're less likely to judge. And it bothers you less because you already know if he takes it too far, you're going to take it too far, and you're probably going to get better results by taking yours too far. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel attractive enough, called a 6 by men. Well, then get in that mirror and become a 7, 8, or 9. Okay. Learn how to do makeup. Get you a wig. Put your outfits together. Style can literally up how you look. So become more stylish, get your hair looking better, and just improve on every level. Because you can easily be a 6 can easily become a 10 or a 9 if they're done and put together correctly. Okay. And if you're letting men rate you, they're probably young. Okay. Young men will have lint in their pockets and try to rate women that don't even want them or they can't even afford. So go and date older guys that have money to level yourself up. And if you want to level yourself up to a 9, an 8, a 10, or whatever, you'll have the money to do so. Buy another man who already likes you as you are and thinks that you're probably prettier than a young man with lint in his pocket. You understand? Men with lint in their pocket in survival mode, they don't get to rate women. They can't even afford the 5s or below. They can't even afford to shop at 5 and below, literally, with women or at the actual store. Okay? So, who cares? You're tired of freestyling. What can you do to improve? Go to the rich side of town and just hang out and run your errands there and just hang out. Maybe you'll meet some friends. Maybe you'll join something over there and get in a social circle and start meeting people the organic way, that way that people should meet people. Maybe you'll get invited to things and be introduced to new people. But just get on the nice side of town where there's money and mingle over there and socialize over there. Okay? You're tired of just freestyling. Just go and live life, literally. See your message? Okay, hold on. Did you send a message already? I didn't see it earlier, but let me scroll. All right. I don't see it, girl. You didn't send it earlier, did you? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I never understood how women could let men rate them that can't even afford them. That's hilarious to me. If you can't afford to pay someone's bills, you shouldn't be rating them. You said you have a question about a past and scared your boyfriend is going to find out. Okay. Well, that's what AI is for. You can blame it on AI, baby. That's AI. That ain't me. All right. And if you have a secret, mix it with some lies and truth. And then if something else comes out, it'll sound like they just got the truth wrong. Okay. Learn how to lie correctly. So tell them your past, but put it in a truth sandwich. Mix some lies and truth together so that it doesn't seem so bad. Then if he hears it from somebody else, he's gonna think they got it wrong. Okay. Wonderful. And then if all else fails, blame AI. Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said, why can't you level up mentally and physically? Because you're a defeatist. You already speak defeat upon yourself. That's why. You're in the victim mentality and mode, and you don't care enough about yourself to get up and do something about it. And you seek attention and validation from people out of sympathy. That's why. So if you just get up and do what you're supposed to do and stop looking for validation and for people to coddle you and tell you that you can do it, you probably already have it done. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is what I tell my kids. I don't like that sympathy mess. Get up and do it, or don't even bother complaining about it. Okay? Okay. What? Hello, Shira. Men lose interest in you after a while of dating. This is consistently why is this? Because you don't have other men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Where's your roster? I would lose interest in you too if you only your interest was on me. Okay. So listen to me very carefully. You need to have a roster. You need to have at least 2 or 3 men that you're dating. That way, you're not going to be emotionally needy. You're not going to be trying to text them all the time. You're not going to be like, hey, what you doing? You're not going to be disappointed in them when they don't text you good morning. You're going to have about 2 or 3 other ones to share the experience of what it is to date you. They get tired of you because it's too much. Have other plans. Have a life. Have a focus on yourself. Okay. Men get tired of what they already know they got, they can have, and it's no longer a challenge. Okay. So if you're dating 2 or 3 other guys, your attention and your focus is not solely on them. When they text you, they're not going to get an automatic text back in 2 seconds. It may take you a while. And men like that because it's a challenge. That's why I suggest women date more than one man at a time, because men get the experience of dating you, and it's so concentrated because you have nothing else to focus on, that they're done quickly because they've got everything that they need out of the experience. There's no mystery left. It's very predictable. Life gets boring. So on to the next. That's all I say. Have more than one. You don't have more than one, people gonna get sick of you real quick, because you got too much to focus on. Instead of especially if you're not focused on yourself, and you tend to focus on other people that you're in relationships with, it gets overbearing. But if you're one of those women that are overbearing and got all this energy and attention and love and all this stuff to give, have more than one. Spread it out, right? You don't want to smother somebody and make them sick of you in the first couple of months. So get money from several at the same time. It's very beneficial as well. And people value your time and energy more if it's not, too much. What mentally we should have to level up. All my books, baby. Go to Amazon and get all my books. This is what you need to mentally level up. Too Pretty to Pay Bills is for women who know they look too good to be sitting there with a dusty and should be living the best life and a soft life with a provider. People already know this. Okay? This is what you should be doing. If you're smart, you already understand. Hey, where's my other book? Oh, here it is. Y'all want to live the sprinkle lifestyle? Y'all need sprinkle. How to date a provider and avoid a dusty. Y'all need this book, okay? These are all on Amazon. If you don't know, I'm telling you right now. Just type in SheRaSeven on Amazon. All my books will come up and you can purchase them all. This is the wisdom on written. What if he finds out about the other boyfriend? Then you're not smart enough and you shouldn't be cheating. Sprinkle. All right. If you're not 3 steps ahead and dating on the other side of town and changing your name and an accent or whatever, if you're dating the man down the street, something wrong with your mind. Okay. You got to be smart. Your IQ has to be high, and you got to have common sense in order to properly cheat. You got to be 3 steps ahead. You already have to have a lie to cover up if you get caught and everything. So plan it all out. Then go forth and do it. If you're lazy and dumb and stupid and don't know how to properly keep a roster, then don't do it. All right? Until you figure out a plan, don't do it. Okay? Get my books. Until you figure out a plan, don't try to go do it if you're not smart. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. That's it. Because if I tell you something and it doesn't fit into your lifestyle or to your culture or to wherever you live, it's not going to work for you. You got to have the brain and the knowledge and the common sense to put it together and know how to stay 2 and 3 steps ahead. Okay. Somebody said, get 2 phones, have a gym membership, where you can change clothes, where you can do this. Go out on the other side of town, switch your wig, change your name up. Don't be on dating apps. You know what I mean? Tell them your name is something totally different. And then if they find your real name, say, that's my nickname. That's what I go by. That's what my friends call me. Okay. Even if you have to lie, say you got a twin sister somewhere, say it. That way, if they see somebody that look like you online or something else, that's your twin or your cousin that looks like your twin. Something. Just lie. Y'all need to learn how to lie and how to be creative and how to stay 2 and 3 steps ahead. Y'all literally need to be smart. Because if you're not, it's going to be hard because you're going to keep messing up. You're not going to have a plan. There's going to be too many loose ends. Okay? You have to have strategy, of course. That's why we say chess, not checkers. Chess is a game of strategy. You got to be smart. So you can watch these videos. You can get my books. It's going to increase, your knowledge on how to do this properly. And then you can go forth and do it. But don't try to go do this on day one because you're dumb. You're going to get caught. And dumb is not a permanent situation. You can always learn and get the information that you need to become more intelligent on how to do this. Okay. You said it's the same game that men are playing on us. Yeah. My first, sometimes y'all want to do too much. Y'all get into these relationships and y'all don't realize that that's not going to be your forever man. Y'all tell them too much and y'all do too much. You need to treat most relationships as if they have to earn you, not that you're giving yourself to them fully and being an open book. Okay. That's where a lot of women make mistakes. And that's why they can't properly have a roster because they are doing too much for men that are not going to be in their lives for very long. Okay. Every man you meet is not a potential husband. He's a potential provider, perhaps, to prove that he's husband material. But every man you meet is not a potential husband, but could be a potential provider. Then you can weed out the men who may not be husband material. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said men do not tell you all their secrets. Of course not. Why would they? They don't have to because you're going to tell them all your secrets because women are desperate for acceptance and love and all this kind of junk because they give it so much and they never receive it back in return. They're just trying to get it anywhere they can. So they feel like opening up is going to have them open up, the man open up. But that doesn't work that way. The more they know about you, the better. The less you know about them, the easier it is for them to do what they want to do, Let's think of it that way because I'll be doing too much. Y'all, I bought some caterpillar eyelashes as a joke because I was going to see what not to do. These aren't even the ratchet ones. These are like just the curled ones, but these are too ratchet for me. But I was going to see what these look like. I don't think I'm in the mood for that today. These are the eyelashes that I talk about. But just imagine them longer and bigger. When I say caterpillar eyelashes, they look like caterpillars on your eyes. See them from the side? Oh yeah, I haven't even opened them. I don't want that. Girl, I'm not finna put that on. Those are for when I ratchet cosplay. Okay. You said those are the exact ones you wear. Oops. Sorry, y'all. You said you hate those style of lashes? Yes, girl. You need to change your style of lash then. Like, not to be mean or anything. You need a more natural lash that looks natural. Because those caterpillars, a bird might swoop down and try to eat your eyelash, baby. You don't want that. You might lose the eye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Okay. A bird might swoop down and try to get that caterpillar off your eye. Jeez, y'all. Let me see if I can open them. Yeah, I'd be scared to go outside with these on. See if I can open them up. 8. So, nails are preventable. No offense, but they do have different styles on this brand. But this is the style I chose to say what not to do. Okay, so you see how these lashes look on the side? You see how they're curled up and look like a Muppet's lashes? This is a no-no. Okay. These are the type of lashes that they put on Muppets. And you know what I mean? You don't want these Muppet lashes on. Let me see what they look like. And there's some that's even worse than this. They like tickle your eyelid. You don't want Muppet lashes, baby. I don't like these. These look like caterpillars on your eyeball. Okay. Okay. These aren't even the really bad ones. These are just like the ones that aren't super long. Those giant long ones that be curled. No. I have a bunch of lashes. Like they send me lashes from Lily Lashes a lot. So I like these. And they even have self-adhesive lashes where you don't even need glue. Sid, why does it suit you? It doesn't suit me in real life. Maybe on camera, but in real life, when you walk up on somebody with them caterpillar curled up lashes, it looks like a Muppet and it looks very ratchet. When I say go outside and talk to people in real life and go hang out on the rich side of town, Muppet lashes and caterpillar lashes are not included in that. Okay. So if you're getting these type of lashes, take them off. Get you some different types of lash that doesn't look like that. Because some of y'all have been like, I'm going to the rich side of town. I look good. And y'all got on them caterpillar lashes. And that's why ain't nobody looking in your direction. Because that's very ratchet. Okay. No caterpillar lashes. Don't do it. Take them off. Start over. Do something more demure and natural looking. Don't have all that stuff on your face looking crazy. Because people literally, okay, I'm just trying to be nice to y'all. Well, people treat you how you look. And if you look ratchet, that's how you're going to be seen. That's how you're going to be treated. If you look ratchet, people going to treat you ratchet. Okay? You can have on the cutest outfit, the cutest hair, the cutest nails, but you step into place with them caterpillars on, it's all over. You did everything for nothing. You don't even need lashes if you just got a good mascara and know how to do your makeup. Your necklace details, you always have nice ones. Oh, thank you, ma'am. I had this made. This is, it's a charm a charm necklace that I just picked out the charms for. And I forgot the name of the company, but it's like just cute little charms on it. This is like a coffee. This is, let me see if I can, let me just take this off. Okay. All right. So this is a coffee. This is a heart with like bling on it. This is mama. I'm a mother. This is a rose. This is a lock and key. This is like a Van Cleef charm. A clover charm. This is a lock and key. This is like a diamond teardrop diamond. Well, this one. And this is a cat. So these are just, I had another charm. I can't remember what it was, but it fell off. But and then this is my star necklace under it because I have 2 necklaces on it. My star necklace and then this little cute charm necklace that I had made. So it was at like a I forgot what it's like, but it's like it's real gold, like because the I don't know if it's gold plated or gold something, but it costs like $200 to make it. So whatever that is, I liked it. I had to have it. I didn't buy it from a website. I actually just added my own charms to the. Um, they actually put the charms on there for me in the place, so you could just be like the necklace and one charm, but I was extra and I got a bunch of charms. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I've had it for like a year now. I've only worn it like once or twice. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I still have my cats, darling. Don't worry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, they're just not in the videos as often because they just want to get on your lap and their fur gets in my lip gloss, so I try to keep them out during the live. You look so beautiful as always. Thank you, Charla or Charla. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what does a star represent? In science? Plasma? Energy? Starball? I don't know. Stardust? A gas giant? I don't know, whichever one. It means stars can mean so many things. Just go look up the symbolism of stars. There's so many symbolism behind stars. I just like it because it's cute. Okay. You said the rating of men. Hilarious. You said, do you think most of us are just overthinking this? Yes. Men are very simple creatures. Y'all think that they're smarter than they are. That's number one. That's where y'all go wrong. Number one. You're trying to do the most when they just want one thing. Their focus is very limited. Y'all are thinking they want the same thing as you. They don't. They give you those things so they can get the one thing that you got. So y'all be thinking in reverse most of the time. That's why y'all are overthinking stuff as always. Men want one thing and they'll do anything to get to it. Line up a list for them to check off before they can even think about getting to it. And most of the stuff on the list is going to get done. How do you drag out courtship? He's obsessed. Date 3. By adding bills to the courtship. Okay? That's how you drag it out. If he can't check off all those bills on the list, he doesn't get past a certain point. Is he obsessed with your bills? Because if he's obsessed with you, like I said, men are only after one thing. They got to be obsessed about you as a whole, including your bills. All right? So if he's that obsessed with you, he will have no problem paying bills, will he? He will have no problems paying off your credit card bills or paying your rent or your mortgage. He have no problem if he's obsessed. Now, will he? Okay. What if a man messages offering $2K a month, open to suggestions? Then he's poor. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So let me show you why. $2K a month for what? What does this include? Just free money? Like you don't even have to see him, or you're just gonna go sit across the table and chew food with him? Like, what is this money for? Is my question. Because $2K a month is nothing. Where's my calculator? Let's see. There's 30 days in a month, 30 to 31 days in a month, right? Okay, let's see. 2,000 divided by 30. Let's see how much he's going to give you per day. You're getting $66 a day. And okay, he's trying to give you that much. That's how much you're worth a day. Is that worth it to deal with that man? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is it free money? Like, I don't know. For just $66 a day, you can have a woman that's way out of your league. I don't know if that's right. That don't sound right to me. I spend more than that on DoorDash every day. I spend more of that a day going out to eat. I don't know. Maybe you'll find two or three men and stack the money. I don't know. You should have a roster that each person on your roster offering you 2,000 a day might work out. I mean, 2,000 a month, that might work out, but one for 2,000, I don't know if that math is mathing. So ask for more. Always ask for double. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How to look like a very high value woman. If you put yourself as a priority every single day for like 3 months, you will look like what you are, because the value is placed on yourself from yourself. If you deem yourself valuable, you're going to be your own priority. You're going to look valuable. You're going to treat yourself valuable. You're only going to improve yourself because you are of value. You would literally have to become one. You can't just look like one. You got to become one. And the way to become one is to treat yourself like one every day for 3 months. And then when you wake up after that third month, your mind and everything else will be in tune, and you will just be valuable, period. Okay? Because you put the value back on yourself. You put the focus on yourself. Your standards were raised. When you wake up in the morning, you are the priority. People are going to treat you like you treat yourself. So you automatically just will be if you become that to yourself first. All right? That's what y'all got to do. Y'all got to put in work. Y'all can't just wake up and get dressed and act like it, because people can see through it. Because your standards will be easily bent if you're not truly valuable. You'll put up with what you would never put up with if you were truly valuable to yourself. So people can tell by how quick you lower your standards if you're truly valuable or not. Okay? People can tell automatically by how you treat yourself, who you allow access, and who you allow access with. They can tell by who you entertain. They can tell by your environment, and they can tell who you allow access to you. They can tell exactly how you feel about yourself by a lot of those things. So make sure it's real and not just a costume. Girl, he keeps making plans and canceling on you. Begged to hang out then after we did for the first time. A little something. He's busy. What to do? Did you meet him online? Mary, did you meet him online? If you met him online, he got a better offer, or he's online dating. The best thing you can do is call the other one up, or wait for the other one up to call you up. That's on your roster. You date more than one at a time. Keep the roster moving. These men aren't spending. They're not giving you no money. Why are you worried about him? Sprinkle. If he's not paying bills, why are you even looking for him? You know what I mean? Rotate him out. On to the next. Y'all are asking me questions about a man who ain't paid one bill, who you probably met on a dating app, who hung out with you once, and now he's scrolled on to the next chick. Stop asking me about these type of men. They haven't spent no money. Don't ask me about them. And when I say money, I mean on you, not on dinner for both of y'all. Okay? Dinner is just dinner sometimes. Hanging out, I don't know what you did when you hung out. But if you didn't require a long-term investment before you rolled around on the mattress, I don't know what to tell you. So let me tell you, men only want one thing pretty much once they get it. If they haven't fully or heavily invested into it, they're most likely not going to find it valuable after. So learn how to navigate and know your value. When you're hanging out with guys, they're supposed to be spending money, trying to impress you left and right. Okay? You're not supposed to be trying to impress them. They're already impressed if they ask you out on a date and want to be seen in public with you, because men are visual creatures. If you're smart enough to understand what they're talking about, even more impressive. Okay? You financially rely on your man and you broke up, so you have until May to be independent help. Ma'am, you should have been stacking your money while you was with your man. You should have had a business. You should have been investing your money that he gave you, or he wasn't giving you enough. You know what I'm saying? You should have had another man on the side. You should have had a backup man. You should have had somebody waiting in the friend zone. You got a car. Don't you got a spare tire in the trunk? You need a spare man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're going to 100% totally depend on a man for yourself, you need to have 2 or 3 of them. If you're going to totally depend on a man for yourself, you need to have another stream of income funded by him that he don't know about or that he does know about. Who cares? But if you put all your eggs in one basket, you're always going to be disappointed. Don't do that. The best thing you can do is just go start dating. And then once you get money, get a business or go get a job. Okay. When you get with a man, you're supposed to automatically go get another one. You're supposed to have 2. You're supposed to have a backup. You're supposed to have a spare tire. Or you need a side hustle or a business that you're doing from his money. Okay. I tell y'all this every video. Every video. Okay. As soon as you get money, invest it back into yourself. Don't sit there and live off some man who you know is not going to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you can work on yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Best thing you can do, go find a roommate, go find a job, or go find a sugar daddy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And keep a spare man always. If you don't have a spare man, it's like you don't have a spare tire, baby. If you don't have another stream of income and you dependent on a man, it's like you don't have a spare tire. If you got both, you got an extra tire. You got some winter tires, and you got some, you got some snow tires, and you got some regular tires. What you got? You got to be prepared in this world. That's one thing I would tell women. If you're not over prepared or prepared at all, you might as well not even be, doing anything. You ever run into one of those women and they have everything? They're prepared for everything in their purse. They got everything in their purse or in their car. Be one of them women. How can you have your dentist to be your provider? If he asks you out on a date and asks you if you need some bills paid, that's how, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did he like you? Did he ask you out on a date? That's step 1. He got to ask you out. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Every time you go look good, maybe he'll ask you out. If he don't ask you out, he's just being nice so that you return so he can get that insurance money. But if he asks you out, say yes. See what he's talking about. Okay. Some of y'all be confusing people's niceness and bedside manner as people flirting with you. Sometimes doctors and dentists flirt with you so you can come back and make the next appointment so they get that insurance money, man. No difference. This again, okay, you think he's lying about his income but spoils you. Okay, well, when the money run out, then, maybe he was lying. Just keep spending, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't get emotionally caught up with him until you learn the truth. Okay. So if you're with a man and you think he's lying about his income, but he's spending on you, do your research, figure it out. Use the computer, use the internet until you figure it out. Okay. But in the meantime, collect. And whether to plan a future with him or consider a future with him or not by what you find. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm getting hungry. It's time to go in a few minutes. Make sure my daughters are up and getting dressed, so that when I wrap this up, we can just go. It's gonna be a little bit. Hold on, I'm just trying to communicate some stuff real quick. Oh, someone sent me a Cash App. Hold on. If y'all are still here, let me say thank you. Thank you, Fabiola. Okay, what are 3 things women should do to improve? Improve your skin, improve your health, and improve how you leave the house, how you look. So hair, makeup, improve your skin, because your skin tells a lot about you. Okay. And improve your confidence as well. I don't know, that's more than 3. Your confidence, your skin, your hair, makeup, your outfit. Just improve everything, man, as much as you can. Because like I said, people treat you how you look. So improve your looks And I know people say start from within. The only thing that comes from within is your confidence. Everything else is going to work out. So, for example, if you have confidence, then you're going to get up and make sure you look good. Make sure you leave the house looking good. You're going to make sure that you care about yourself and you look like you care about yourself. Okay. When you get out into the world, people are going to treat you like you treated yourself, like you care, like you matter, like you're important. And once all those things start adding up, it's going to start to build your self-esteem even more. And your value of yourself, of your own thoughts. It's not going to be like, okay, well, what do I need to do? You're going to be improving just by putting in the work. Okay. That's it. And keep going and never stop every day. Don't take no days off. And if you don't leave your house, great, wonderful. Do some self-care. If you leave your house, don't leave your house looking crazy. That's it. Take care of your health, take care of your skin, and take care of your looks. Okay. If you focus on yourself, make yourself a priority, you're going to thrive because that's what other people are going to treat you like. Thank you, Leah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mm-hmm. Good, feel good, man. Get treated good too. I mean, y'all know, listen to this. If you go out looking like who did it and why, whenever you walk into a place, people don't want to see you coming. Let me repeat that. Because some of y'all need to hear this because y'all don't understand how y'all make people feel either. When you look bad and you enter into someone's business, you make their business look bad and they hate to see you coming. Even though you're going to spend money, they hate to see you coming. That's why so many people put up dress codes now. But I tell you one more time, even though you got money to spend, they don't want you to spend the money in their establishment because you're making it look run down. Get up, put effort into how you look, and you're going to get the best customer service ever from everywhere. You're going to get discounts and might even get some free stuff. Okay. But if you look like trash and you walk into someone's business, you're making their business look like trash as well. That's why I can't stand when people come outside. I'm glad I don't own no physical like storefront businesses because I would be kicking people out left and right. You can't come up in here looking like that. And people will call me rude, but that's what I will be thinking. And I know that's what everybody thinks when a lot of people walk into an establishment looking like trash. They hate to see you coming. Even if you got money to spend, they hate to see you coming. Period. Understand that. You said, what if in marriage he's passive aggressive without sex? I don't even know what that means. If he ain't paying, he ain't staying. If he's not giving you money, then you don't roll around on the mattress with him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If he's not paying all your bills and giving you money to do what you want, don't roll around with him. Don't wash his clothes. Don't do nothing. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not getting ready to deal with no man unless they're doing the most. Period. I don't care about their feelings. If they don't care about yours, why do you care about theirs? Stop caring. That's my best thing. If you're married to a man, he don't care about what you doing, how you feeling, your feelings, then stop caring about his automatically and do what's best for you. That's number one. How to inspire a provider to earn more by telling him he needs more streams of income if he want to keep you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's cheaper to keep her. All right. So you know what? I'm gonna need a lot more money because I see our future being much better than this. So go get some more money. Find a side hustle, start a business. Tell them. If you don't want to do it, then you find someone else that will do it or do it yourself and level up and level out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh no. Okay. Focus on you, not him. Okay. If he can't get it, another man will. You've been dating your boyfriend for 2.5 years. You're 31. Whenever you bring up issues, he victimizes himself, lashes out, and gets defensive. Okay. How old is this man? He make like $50K a year. Girl, leave right now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Pack your bag or pack his bag and y'all part ways. Because, ma'am, you dealing with a child. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What the heck? Next. Okay, go date an old man that has real money. You're welcome. Level up and level out. Thank you, Miss Scarlett Jones. Yes, ma'am. Girl, go get you a man with some money and a 401k and a career. What you doing dating children? That man sound like he barely making it. He's in survival mode. Of course, he's a victim. He's a victim of low funds. Go get you a man with some money. What is that? What is that, man? Why are you picking the bottom of the barrel? What are you doing? You look good. You deserve more. Let me see something. Okay, you deserve more than that, especially if he's playing the victim. Go get you an old man who got money. All right, wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stop trying to be with guys y'all's own age that have nothing to offer y'all except excuses and victim mentality. Go get you a man with some money that's gonna leave you alone, let you do what you want. Okay. Okay. What? What? I'm sorry if y'all thought that was money. That ain't no money, girl. That's not that. That's nothing. He shouldn't even be fixing his mouth to argue with you if his salary is that low, man. Unless he got money coming from somewhere else. You know what I mean? If that's one of his salaries and he got money coming from other directions, that might be different. But that's his only stream of income. He can't argue with nobody. The heck? You better be glad you just talked to him. Okay. You're not in a relationship. Thank goodness for that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I look stunning today. Thank you, ma'am. You know, if I were a man, I'd be uncomfortable arguing with a woman if I didn't have no money. I wouldn't even go together. Like, why are you arguing with a woman and you have $0 or your dollars are low or you can't even afford the woman you're trying to argue with? That doesn't even go together. He shouldn't even have a woman to argue with. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all need to rethink y'all's value. A man shouldn't even have a woman to argue with if he ain't got no money. That's just common sense. Next. Do I believe in twin flame soulmates and things like that? Only if it's beneficial to me financially. I'll believe in whatever they need me to believe in at the time if they put money in that account, baby. Just like men believe in that when it gets them shelter. Ain't nothing worse than a spiritual dusty talking about you my twin flame so they can live with you forever. And you'll feel guilty for trying to kick them out or move on to get somebody else because they're supposedly your twin flame. Basically, they're in survival mode trying to latch onto you and make you believe some spiritual stuff. Let me tell you something. Your twin flame is rich and he's a billionaire. All right? That's everybody twin flame. And keep looking for them. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your twin flame is a rich billionaire, not no broke dusty on the side of the street needing shelter. Let me tell you. All right? Because if you think like you think, why would your twin flame be some broke dusty? Your twin flame is a billionaire, ladies. So if you believe in twin flames, believe he's a billionaire or a millionaire. Don't believe he's broke and dusty. Okay? You can use all your beliefs in a more positive, beneficial way if you just think bigger. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If I believe in twin flames, my twin flame is a billionaire. So if it's beneficial to me, that's what I'm going to believe. I'm not going to believe anything unless it's beneficial to me and the ones that I love. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in twin flames. If he's a billionaire, shoulder, sprinkle, sprinkle. Some billionaire come up to me talking about I'm your twin flame. I'm like, I know that's right. Some broke dusty come up to me talking about I'm your twin flame. I was like, the devil is a lie. See how it works both ways? All right. So there you go. Believe in it when it's beneficial to you. When it ain't, dismiss. Thank you for being a member. Fiorella, sprinkle, sprinkle. Hope I said that right. If you're married, should you still get a backup man? Did your husband have a backup woman? Does he have a friend? A longtime friend? Like, you don't ever know. Men have backup women, whether they married or not. Some men do, some men don't. Can they afford a backup woman? Should you have a backup man? Do you trust your husband to be 100%? Don't put all your big eggs in one basket. If you don't want a backup man, have a backup business with his money. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or have both. All right. Have somebody waiting in the friend zone. You ain't got to be doing nothing with them. They just need to be there when they need to be there, financially. You said you're conflicted about how you feel about your fiance. Well, think about him. Think about him in 5 years from now, and then you'll have your answer. Is he going to improve? Is he going to stay the same? Are you going to be happy with him in 5 years from now? Because habits don't change. All right. Wonderful. In 5 years from now, if you don't see him doing what he's supposed to do or living the life you want to be living with him, then don't even bother marrying. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, focus on improving, not him. Focus on yourself. If he can't improve you, then you don't even need to be with him. If you're being distracted from improving yourself by a man, he needs to also be improving you. So if you're already focused on yourself and improving yourself every day without a man, when they enter into your life, they need to also be improving you, or else they're taking away from you and they're wasting your time. And they're not doing anything for you. And they're not even, making your life better in the least bit. So if you're one of those ladies that practice self-care, constantly improving, living your best life, a man cannot come and break that up unless he comes to add to it. This is how men understand that you love yourself, and they treat you how you treat yourself. If your life is a hot mess, you don't put yourself as a priority, you're a pick-me-sha, you chase men. When men see that from the outside, they automatically know that you don't love yourself and that you'll deal with anything and that you'll lower your standards for them and that they can get what they pretty much want out of you and not have to give up pretty much anything. They can see it. It's an energy. It's a desperate self-hate energy that a lot of women exude and don't even realize. That's why I say, become obsessed with yourself, prioritize yourself, treat yourself how you want other people to treat you. And that's what you're going to attract. Some of y'all don't even know y'all don't even like yourselves. If you leave the house looking crazy, you don't like yourself. Because think about this. So many people used to leave their house looking like who did it and why until they started to love themselves. They don't leave their house looking like that no more. Okay? And some of y'all have kids, right? Do y'all let y'all's kids leave the house looking terrible? No. Why? Because you make them brush their teeth, do their hair, put on some clothes, make sure their hair looking good, right? Make sure they got lotion on. Do the same for yourself. Okay? Because people treat you how you treat yourself. You spend all that time getting your kids dressed and ready to look cute, and then you step out the house looking like who did it and why. You just going to embarrass your kids, and they might as well look like you. Unemployed, what? Have started business, how to explain. Okay. I don't know. Don't tell nobody your business. You're supposed to be collecting money, not talking about your money. You're supposed to be talking about their money. Okay. Just say you work part-time as a receptionist and that you're thinking about starting your business and you're saving up and you need money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That way they give you money. All right. You're a part-time receptionist. You're trying to save up money to start a business. People will give you money. People will say, oh, that's wonderful. They're not going to be intimidated by you. They know you ain't paying for nothing. And they know everything is on them. Okay. Simple. You don't need to brag up to men about your business, about your money, about nothing. They don't care. Especially if they have money, they're supposed to be adding to you. All right. So just lie. They'll be all right. They'll be giving you money left and right. Here's for your business. Here, I know you're only a part-time receptionist. Here's some money. Wonderful. Collect. You're not there to impress them with your job or your business. You're there to get their money. Remember that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, a lot of y'all women want to impress men with your intelligence, your business skills. Well, you're not working for them. You're not on a job interview. You're trying to get their money for free without having to clock in. So why are you sitting there telling them all the stuff that you know how to do career-wise or business-wise? That's not why you're there. You're there to collect free money, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Not on a job interview. All right. You should always downplay your jobs. Exactly. And throw in on Ethel every once in a while to get extra money. Thank you. What if you're too emotional to get butterflies and get butterflies? Then you need to date someone you don't like or you don't want to roll around the mattress with. So I was talking about this yesterday. Date someone you don't want to sleep with so you can collect their money with ease. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the formula. Mm-hmm. That way you don't get no butterflies, you get moths. Okay. Um, Date somebody you don't even want to roll around on the mattress with. It'll be real easy to get their money because your brain will automatically kick in to be clever enough to avoid rolling around on the mattress and to get more money out of them. So if you want to get real good at getting men to give you money, date the ones you don't want to sleep with. Because your mind is going to start firing off neurons left and right, talking about, oh, you don't want to sleep with him, which will make up an excuse, say something good, Aunt Ethel, somebody, my voice is going to pop into your head because you don't want to roll around on the mattress with this dude. So your brain is going to kick in overtime to start thinking of more strategic ideas to not have to roll around on a mattress with this dude because you don't want to. So you're going to be able to lead him on longer and get more out of him if you don't even want to sleep with him. You're just going to pretend that there's hope when there's none, So if you're dating to build yourself and improve yourself, date someone you don't want to sleep with. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You date somebody you want to sleep with, game over. You're going to be stupid. Mm-hmm. You said, what's your advice for girlies that are romantic souls? Romanticize your own life. I have a book on that. Let me show you something. Oh. Leveling up to your best life. Creating a life of comfort and luxury. Romance does not mean a man doing nice things for you. You know what romance means? Romance means living each day to the fullest of luxury and comfort. And when a man does it for you, it's because he sees that you do it for yourself, and that's the only way to impress you, and that's what you like. That's your standard. So that and if they want to meet your standard, they do the same thing. So if you romanticize your own life, that's the only thing a man can do for you, plus give you money. Okay. They're not going to come to you with crumbs because you give yourself crumbs. If they see you drinking out of a nice teacup, if they see your nails are always done, if they see you going to fine dining establishments and restaurants, if they see that you own, like your makeup bag is Louis Vuitton, they're not going to come to you talking about let's go to Five Below. Okay. They're not going to make a date with you taking you to Applebee's. They're going to up it because you don't take yourself to Applebee's. So if you want romance out of a man, whether you like him or not, romance yourself first in their eye. And they'll do the same for you if they want to impress you. And this book is about romancing your entire life, living a life of luxury and comfort on any budget, so that you allow people to see how you would like to be treated. And then if they want to impress you or even just gift you, it has to be on a certain level. It can't be no crap. Because they know you're going to sit there and talk about it if it's not up to your standards. So romance yourself first. Then when a man sees that, he can't come with anything less, or else you're just going to be disappointed. So if you're a romance girly, romance yourself first. Put yourself as a priority. People treat you how you treat yourself. Always remember you set the standard. That's right, Empress. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you're trying to date a man that you actually like and want to roll around on the mattress with and be romantic with, romance has nothing to do with rolling around in the bed. Y'all have the definition wrong. That's lust. Okay? So if you are a lustful girl and you want to be attracted to the man that you're dating so you can roll around on the mattress with him eventually, make sure he likes you 10 times more so that he can roll around with your bills first a couple of months. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because a true man who wants to romance you will not rush you into the bed. They will rush to make sure that you're comfortable, secure, and that he meets your standards. If your standards are low and you're a lustful girl and you just want to roll around on a mattress with a dude, that's what he's going to see. Okay? So know the difference, baby. Know the difference. Don't be labeling y'all sell stuff and it's not true. Just roll around with them bills. Exactly. It's very romantic when a man says, all your bills are paid. Don't worry about anything. That's romantic. That's impressive to a romantic girl. Mm-hmm. All right. Remember what romance really means. It does not mean rolling around on the mattress. And if you understand the meaning of the word romance, it comes from the word Roman. And it only used to refer to men. Think about it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so romance, if you look it up online, it's a feeling of excitement and mystery associated with love. A quality or feeling of mystery, excitement, and remoteness from everyday life. Has nothing to do with rolling around on a mattress. It also means to court or woo. A wealthy estate owner romanced her. Okay, they get me, they get me. Another term for romanticize, to a certain degree. Okay, that means a certain standard. Has nothing to do with lust or rolling around on a mattress. It also represents a medieval tale or hero of chivalry, romantic languages, okay? Anything from Rome, okay? It also represents originally denoting a composition of a vernacular as opposed to works in Latin. So it has nothing to do with rolling around on a mattress or being attracted. It's mystery, wooing, and pressing a standard of living. All right. Your friend's sugar daddy bought you a stay at bought your stay at a nice hotel. Should you ask to stay a couple of more days? Why not? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Always ask for more so they know you know your value. Just compliment them. Say, oh, this is so nice. It's beautiful. I wish I could stay a few more days. ... Can I? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Charla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. But if y'all want to get my books, definitely get them on Amazon. They're all linked in the description bar. It says all my books. Definitely go to Amazon and click and get all my books. And I'll definitely link it again for y'all who are curious. Yeah. And you can read the description for each book on Amazon. Read the reviews and all that kind of stuff. Now I linked them. There you go. You said you want money, but you can't stand somebody ugly. Okay. Well, go find someone very attractive with money and see if you can get some. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So here's the deal. It's going to take you a lot longer to find that combination and the amount of generosity. And if you want the person to stay in your life a little bit longer, it's going to be even more rare. So what I'm telling you is what you want is possibly a very rare combination that's not going to be long lasting. So it just depends on how long that you want to wait around on that magical thing to appear. Or it also matters like what you're willing to put up with and the problems that come with those types of situations if you do find it. You know, I'm one of the type of people that like an easy route, a shortcut. I look at myself, if I want to see something attractive, I just go to the mirror, darling. The man don't need to look good. I look good. You understand? Because that's a whole new set of problems. If you have a man that looks good, that's a whole new set of problems. I look good. I'm getting the money from him and I'm getting my bag up too. There you go. You want a new set of problems because some of y'all women, y'all tell me y'all want to date young men, y'all want to date attractive men, and then you come to me with the problems of dating a young and attractive man, thinking I'm going to be able to solve them. Ma'am, you knew what you got into when you signed up to be with an attractive man, a younger man, or an attractive man with money. You already knew what problems came with that. Don't act like you don't. Okay? So if you want money and you want an attractive man at the same time, be prepared to deal with the problems that come with that and don't complain. Do not complain. Don't come in here crying. Don't complain. Accept it because you're sacrificing whatever problems come with him for his looks. Just like men do with us. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't come in here crying because you chose attractive and rich. Don't come in here crying when those problems catch up with that situation. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to know if a man is controlling early on, doesn't want me to go out, have male friends, or wear a lot of makeup. That's controlling. That's how you know. When you can't do what you want to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you can't do what you want to do like you've been doing, that's controlling. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. That's not like a lot of women think it's cute when a man starts telling what they can and can't do. It ain't cute. Because if you can't tell him what he can and cannot do, he shouldn't be able to tell you what you can and cannot do. And if you don't have enough money to do what you want anyway, you're not doing it right. If this man is giving you money, where are your businesses? Where are your investments? Why isn't your saving account big right now? If you're dating a man who is a provider and he thinks he's getting ready to control something, you need to already be 2 and 3 steps ahead by stacking your money that he's giving you. Okay. Living with a man in his house and it's nice does not equal provider. That equals free shelter. If that man is not giving and adding to you, he's not a provider. You're just living in the house where he already pays bills. So get money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get his money. And by the time he thinks he's controlling something, you might be gone. On to the next. All right. Wonderful. Like it's not a flex when a man tells you what you can't do. It's literally comedy. If a man says you can't do that, I'm gonna laugh in his face and say, watch. And do it times 3. Because you don't tell me what to do. Okay. That's how one with options operates, man. Have options. When you have a man telling you what to do, it means you don't have no options. If a man fixes his mouth to tell you what to do and you don't laugh, that means you ain't got no options. A man don't like to deal with women with a lot of options because they can't control them. So before you go into any relationship, have options. That way they can't treat you a certain way because you can be like, oh, well, I'm out there because I don't need this because I got options. You go into a relationship broke, dumb, needy, emotionally attached. People are going to treat you like that. You go into the relationship like, you better impress me. You better make sure you live up to the standards. You better make sure that I don't want for nothing. That's how you need to go into the relationships. Like if he can't, somebody else will. If you're going into relationships broke, needy, sad, emotionally attached, that's why you're going wrong. Go in there like, you better learn how to keep me. You better learn how to make me happy. You better learn how to do what I need you to do because that's somebody else wait in line, baby. That's how you need to go into relationships. Y'all are going at them with nothing, looking like a victim. Go in there like you don't need to be there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? That way they're constantly trying to impress you. They're constantly trying to keep you. They're constantly trying to make you feel like they are worthy of your presence. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Should you go to his place for a sleepover? Do you still clock in? Do you still have bills? Do you still have credit card debt? If so, the answer is no. You don't go spend a night at no man's house unless he's financially leveled you up quite a bit. Unless he's financially invested in you quite a bit. Why are you going over in his house? Thank you, Makasa, Sprinkle Sprinkle, or Makas. Thank you, ma'am. Makas Gallery. Why are you going to have a sleepover? So no house at all? Did he pay some bills at all? Let me ask you something, ma'am. If you go over and spend a night at his house and you get up and leave the next morning after y'all roll around on the mattress or do whatever you do, how many men do you think that he thinks you do that with? You think he's going to see you as long term? And how much money has it invested in you? Not a lot. Then why should he call you back? He ain't spent a lot of money on you. You spend a night at his house, you're going to spend a night at the next man's house. Where's your worth and value to him and to yourself? When you go home with a wet booty and a dry purse, how are you going to feel about yourself and how's he going to feel about you? Okay. Why aren't your bills paid up for 6 months? Why aren't your credit card paid off? Why aren't your car paid off? You going to spend a night at men's house? At least if you get that out of him, he'll have some type of respect for you. Know what I'm saying? If you ain't getting nothing paid, why are you going over there? There's no respect for you over there unless he's paying for you, paying for bills, investing in you long term, paying off some credit card debt, paying some tuition if you're in school. What are you getting out of it but looking stupid? Come out looking better. If you're going to spend a night at a man's house, all your bills should be paid up for a few months. Your car note should be paid up or off. Your credit card bill should be non-existent. You know what I'm saying? You should have a little savings from him giving you money to impress you enough to even want to go over his house eventually. Like, he has to work towards that. He can't just offer you, if you ain't never been to no nice house before, you eager to get in somebody's nice house, look around, roll around on a mattress and be dismissed that quickly. I don't understand. You know, if you want to go see a nice house, go to the open house and walk around. Go call up a realtor and go look at houses if you want to walk around a nice house. Don't be going over these dudes' house, rolling around on a mattress that they ain't spent a dime on you. Okay? Get bills paid, ma'am. If your credit score hasn't gone up from dealing with him, you don't need to be going to his house. Wonderful. I'm not downing you. I'm just saying, people treat you how you treat yourself. Okay? What do you think of make a man propose faster? His age. His mortality, his midlife crisis. His midlife crisis, his age, when his stuff stopped working, when all his friends are getting married and having kids and he's feeling left out, all those things. That makes them propose faster. Their mortality. Okay? Has nothing to do with you. When a man chooses to get married, it's for selfish reasons and it's not for you. When men get married, they don't consider you at all. They consider, well, I'm at that age. Well, I might want to have some kids. Well, I don't mind coming home to food and roll around on a mattress every night. I might sneak out every once in a while if I get bored. Well, I guess my mom, she might be dead soon and she might want some grandkids. That's what goes through their mind. It's not about you. And she's all right. She don't bother me too much. I guess since I've been with her this long, I might as well. That's what they're thinking. They don't want to rush into marriage with you. They're thinking I might as well, or maybe this will work. They're not thinking, I found the love of my life. I can't wait to marry you and do this and do that. They be like, well, I might as well. I'm getting old. I found some gray hairs down there. That's what they're going to be thinking. So when they're ready to settle down, when they think that they're pretty much done out there, they may propose to you faster. But they're not going to be in their 20s, I'll tell you that. Okay, you bartend in American Legion. Some of the veterans are older and have money. I need tips to get money from them. They already flirt with me. How do I get that? Start talking about money. Be about your money. Talk about your money. Wear a money dollar bill pin. People treat you like you treat yourself. If you love money, if that's the only way to impress you and flirting don't work, but tips do, they're going to flirt with tips. Wear you a money shirt. Wear you a money pin. Wear you a necklace with a dollar sign on it. You know, talk about how much you like money. That's what they're going to do. Okay. If they think you like flirting, if they think you like outside validation from men, that's what they're going to give you. But if they know you like money, that's how they're going to impress you. So let it be known that you like money. Okay. Let it be known, baby. That's how you increase your tips. Wear the symbol of money. Talk about money. You only impressed by money. All right. How can you get a man to see you as someone worthy of designer items and want to buy them for me without seeming desperate or out of my league? Talk about them, just like I told the lady before you. Talk about it, compliment other women about it in their presence. Talk about how your friend or your bestie or your sister has it. Like, oh my gosh, my sister just got the new such and such. It's so beautiful. I asked her if I can borrow it, and she said maybe later. And I was like, oh, I wish I had one of my own. Oh my gosh, when y'all are out in public walking around, oh my gosh, I love your purse, or I love your earrings. They're so beautiful. Where did you get them? Oh, that's so nice. Now, if you're out with your man or the dude that you're dating and you're constantly complimenting other people's designer items, but you have none, you're constantly fake calling your sister talking about, oh my gosh, I wish I had that. The man that you're with is going to hear that and he's going to say, you know what? She should have her own if he likes you. Because sooner or later, he knows you're going to ask. If there's a holiday coming up, he knows that's what you're going to request. And if he can't get it for you, you're not going to be impressed with whatever he's giving you. So he got to do it, or someone else is going to step in and do it for him, and he's going to lose out. So keep talking about it every time you see it, even if you don't like that. The thing, if it looks designer, just compliment them or ask them, is that such and such designer? So become obsessed with it. Talk about it in his presence as much as you can. And that's what he knows that he's got to do next. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be smart. So focus on improving yourself, not him. He should already be the best version of himself if he step into you, if you look good, if you have higher standards. You shouldn't be focused on him. He need to be learning how to impress you. Everything you do, he's studying it. He's saying, okay, she likes nice things. She likes to take care of herself. That skin, that hair, those nails, that's not cheap, baby. Okay. He already knows when he steps up to you that the standards are going to be super high. And if they're not super high, he's going to be highly disappointed. So don't disappoint and keep them standards high. Men like challenges, especially the ones that can afford you. Thank you, Camilla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. All right. Men will test you just so you can disappoint them, so that they can dismiss you, because they want to see the real standards that you have. Because anybody can pop on a wig. Anybody can put on some makeup and some highlighter. But if you don't bend your standards, you truly love yourself. You truly are a prize. You truly are top tier. Because if you bend your standards for him, you'll bend your standards for them. Understand it, okay? And many of y'all have been tested before and have failed the test. Many of you realize you've been tested before and failed the test. Wonderful. Learn and grow. Learn and grow. You said, have you spoken about whether it's immoral or moral to be with a married man? It's immoral for a married man to seek women outside of his marriage. That's what I've discussed. And it's also immoral for a woman to blame another woman who's not even married for the infidelity of a married man. That's immoral as well. So until you start blaming the person that's responsible for the immortality, for being immoral, the immorality, stop trying to blame the woman for everything when the man steps out of his marriage to look. Okay? Society has always tried to blame women for men's shortcomings. So that's what I feel is very immoral. When other women blame other women for what a man that took vows decided to do. And a lot of the times, the men won't tell the women that they're married until later on. Okay, so y'all need to ask the men that question. Okay, y'all will go and throw insults. Oh, men cheat. Y'all will come in here and say, "No, not all men cheat," but then you'll come in here and say, "Did you discuss about if whether it's immoral or moral to date a married man?" Man, well, you asking the wrong one. Ask the man. Okay. Y'all still be trying to take up for these men in these comments. It's not true that all men cheat. Well, what do you think about? Is it immoral for women? No. If you took vows and you're a man and you sitting up there cheating, that's immoral. But the woman that they decide to choose, give money to, date, possibly improve their lives, that woman didn't make no vows. She didn't promise nothing. She didn't stand in front of no altar and take vows. The man did. So redirect that energy back to the man and go ask them. Okay? Because if you didn't take vows, you ain't doing nothing wrong, baby. You didn't take no vows. Did you wake up and take a vow to say, I will not mess with married men? No, you didn't. That married man took a vow and said he's going to be faithful. Did he lie? Probably. But you didn't take any vows, so you're good to go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're good to go. Did you take vows, ma'am? Then don't worry about it. The morals are in his hand because he's the one that took vows. He's the one that signed a contract and took vows. It had nothing to do with you, man. Okay. Yeah. If you feel that you shouldn't be dealing with one after you know that they are married, then do what you want. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I'm just saying that's up to you, but they're the one that took the vows, not you. It's up to you individually. Each individual person decides what's moral for them. Okay? Just like each individual married man decides whether they want to cheat or not. Mm-hmm. Okay, Ashley, sprinkle, sprinkle. Ashley said the married man divorcing now is yours and living in our new home. Good for you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, a lot of women feel a certain way about women dating married men. And I'm going to tell you my opinion about those women. They're scared to lose their married man because their married man probably didn't want them in the first place. I'm going to repeat that. Any woman that is upset that women date married men are scared because they know that they're married for the wrong reason. They're married, they're either Barbara the Builder, they forced that man to get married, or that man didn't want him in the first place and they just gave up and gave in. That's why these women are scared, because that's not the man that really wanted to marry them. Either that man is building on their back or they're going 50-50. I'd be mad too if I was a 50-50 wife. I'd be mad too at women who are dating married men if I was a 50-50 wife. You know why? Because that means the money that you're putting into the relationship, he's probably using it on her. So if you're a fully provided for wife, you got the bag, you got the money, you don't really care, you're not going to be as upset because you can go out and do the same thing because that man married you because you look good and you got options. So you got options still before, during, and after the marriage. But if you are a 50-50 chick, if you're a Barbara the Builder, if you've given him money, building his back, of course you would be mad. What would be your 3 basic rules for beginning your level up journey? You don't leave your house with no makeup, hair, nails. Have confidence and walk into the room like you own it all the time. Main character energy is number 1. Yes. Always have main character energy. Main character energy is a must. Okay. How do you not be a Barbara the Builder? Don't give no money to no man. Ever. That's how. When a man wifes you, he wifes you. He don't need nothing from you. He don't need no bills. He don't need nothing. Okay? He don't ask you for no money. Do not give money to a man. Ever. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So when a married woman, and I understand this, believe me, when a married woman goes 50-50 with a man, she fears losing him to the woman that he really wants. Because if he really wanted that woman or that wife, she wouldn't be paying no 50-50. So understand it. That's beginner wife. That's Barbara the Builder wife. That's starter wife. And a lot of women know that they are starter wives. And it makes them mad when their husband steps out and starts spending that money they saving because their starter wife is contributing on another chick. If y'all don't want to be her, stop being a 50-50 Barbara the Builder. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. And for you starter wives who are marrying men your own age, who are marrying men and going 50-50 with them, don't be surprised when they start cheating and dating and you still at home washing clothes and paying bills. Don't get mad because you built them for the next chick. You helped him get somewhere faster than he would have got. You helped him save his money so he can take out another chick. So, yeah, you missed the makeup tutorial. Just watch the beginning of the video. It wasn't really a tutorial. I was just doing my makeup. Okay, so if you get married, don't pay no bills, man. Because that's what's going to happen. You're going to look stupid and you're going to be mad. You said, how do you develop main character energy? It comes from within. Like, when I say people treat you how you treat yourself, if you want to be the main character, then you need to treat yourself and act like and walk like and talk like the main character. Every room you walk in, everywhere you go, you are the main character. Your life, you are the main character of your life. Act like it. Don't blend into the background. Don't be a wallflower. Don't be an extra. Be the main character. Okay? Dress like the main character. Walk and talk like the main character of your life. Get up every day and become the main character of your life. Unapologetically. That's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You ever notice how people say, oh, that person just has it? There's just something about them. It's called main character energy. Okay? So get some. Every day, wake up and work on yourself. Be the main character of your own life. Main character energy is going to exude from you. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you look at most rich men or most billionaires or moguls, they all had a starter wife. Their second wife or third wife is usually the one that don't be doing nothing, just looking good. Think about it like that. Okay. Are you doing too much? Your starter wife. You're Barbara the Builder, you're going 50-50, your starter wife. Mm-mm. If you're focusing on yourself, even when you're in a marriage, you're still supposed to be focusing on yourself. You're not supposed to be no man's maid or no Barbara the Builder. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He said, own the room. Exactly. What do I think about posting on socials? Does it earn you money? Are you posting up stuff that's going to get you money or the attention of men with money? Okay. That's my question, baby. And sometimes it's always not about looks. It's also about what you post. It's a mindset as well. Okay. A man that has real money, if he's scrolling through your stuff and your mindset is poverty, he's not going to click on you. Poverty mind repels men with money. So if he sees a bunch of dust and ratchetness on your page, it's not going to work out. You need to look like high class, money minded, positive type of energy on your socials. No negative crap, no excuse making, no ratchetness, especially if you're not like already established on social media as an influencer or anything. If you're starting off, make sure it looks good on all levels. Okay. You are helping a lot of women. We thank you. Thank you, S. Dot Sprinkle, man. S. Dot Diva. Thank you, Eva. So think about this. If a man sees you on social media, would he be embarrassed if he started dating you and his friends saw your social media? You got to think about that. You should have different social medias for different people. And then none of them should be connected. Okay. So have one that you give out to people and have one just for yourself and keep it private. Okay. You said, what about men who are mean controlling because the finance is common with providers? Then you're not smart. Because if you don't have options and money from using their money to grow your money, then that's when they can control you. When you go into a relationship, you already need to have options on the outside waiting. You understand? When you allow a man to try to impress you in order to stay in that relationship with him by doing the most, why would he try to control you? Do you understand what I'm talking about? You're going into the relationship as a victim. You're going into the relationship vulnerable. You need to go in the relationship as like this, impress me. Because I got too many other options. If you're not going into the relationship like that, he don't like you. He just wants something to control. Okay. You said how to tell him we need 10K for shopping, he asked. Tell him you need 15K. And then he might go down to 10. Sprinkle. All right. So if y'all are worried about men controlling y'all, it's because y'all are dumb and don't have options and will go into a relationship with victim mentality and vulnerability. You go into a relationship like impress me, you have this much time. That's how you go into relationships. Like I got other people waiting if this don't work out. That's how you go into relationships. Y'all be going in there like, I need your help. I can't exist without you. All my eggs are in one basket. If you go into relationships like that, of course they're going to treat you like you stupid and dumb. Go in there like, okay, you got about 2 months to impress me. You got this probation period. You better impress me or else I'm on to the next. Oh, Joe, Sprinkle. Thank you, Joe. They like you times 10. That's how it's going to be. And they're not going to try to control you. They like you. Okay. Yeah, act like you need them, but don't act like you really need them. And I also say act like you got options. Okay. And the key word is act, not really need them. Do y'all not hear the word act? Let me type it in. Oh, you're the best. You're really nice. I really enjoy and spending time with you. Wonderful. But you still got to impress me. I need you. But guess what? I need their money too, and their money too. You're just an option. Bedroom rules and tips vary. What experience? Okay. If you still clocking in and working and all your bills ain't paid, you shouldn't be in a bedroom rolling around, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wonderful. And if they're not trying to please you and do the most to you in the bedroom, first and foremost, you don't need to be rolling around a mattress either. Remember, they gotta like you times 10, baby. Don't do nothing you ain't comfortable with. There you go. But you should already be pretty much retired if you trying to roll around and please somebody on a mattress. Or at least have your own business funded by their money, making 200% profit. What to do on dates 1 and 3 to get a provider? Huh? Make sure they got money and they like you times 10. And their status looks like it's going up every time they're seen out in public with you, so that they'll want to add you to their everyday life so that they can have the status that they can't have without you. So you got to look 10 times better, and their status has to go up every time they step out with you. Okay? You got to be out of their league. And the very fact that they can't have you unless they're paying all them bills and telling you to quit your job and giving you money and letting you do what you want, that's going to seem like nothing compared to what it feels like to be out in public with you and to be able to claim you. You understand? They got to like you times 10, and you got to up their status in life. So that's how you get a provider. When they get a taste of what it's like to be with you and they can't go back. Okay, that's how you date someone that, and you know you're way out of their league, but they got enough money for you. That's what you do. And they, that's easy. How to act if a man sends you money, but it's not the amount you actually wanted. Okay, so every little bit helps. Thanks. I'll figure out how to get the rest. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then don't text or call them and say, I'm still trying to figure out how to get the rest. Every time they call you and text you to see about what you're doing, I'm still trying to figure out how to get the rest. That's how. Okay. Until they offer the rest. There you go. And always ask for more than what you want. So if you want 10, say 15, say 20. Then they might send what you actually need. And then you could still get some on top of that if you really wanted to. Thank you, Eva. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Longer question in chat. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So y'all have to be smart and focused on improving yourself. And it's not always about them. It's about you. If they like you times 10, they'll want to please you anyway. Simple. All right. Understand that. You said, what do you do when a person you were with calls you, but you are no longer interested in them? And they make it weird. Okay. Re-entry fee. It's like, if you want to talk to me and waste my time, even though I'm not interested in you, you don't have to say that to them, but just send them a Cash App request. Like, you know what? I'm glad you called. I was just trying to figure out how I was going to get this money here. What can you do? Cash App. Re-entry fee, darling. Then they'll get weirded out and leave you alone. Okay. Or they'll give you the money. Look, get into the mentality where everything, now this may seem a little bit, what some people would call self-absorbed, but think about this. Who else is looking out for you? Who else in this entire planet is looking out for you if you ain't? Who has your best interest in mind if you don't? When you go into any relationship, it needs to be about you. You understand me? Because if they like you times 10, listen to me very carefully. If that man likes you times 10, he ain't worried about himself. And he ain't worried about himself. Listen to what I'm telling you. If that man likes you times 10, he's not worrying about what you could do for him. He's worried about what he can do for you, how he can keep you, how he can impress you. This is why I tell y'all, don't deal with somebody unless they like you that much, because it's all about you, whether you know it or not. Thank you, mammy, sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you get into a relationship with a man that goes 50-50, what do I get in return? It's about him. Okay. And it's always going to be about him if that's the words that are coming out of his mouth. It's never going to be about you because he's bargaining you. He's bargaining with you. He's trying to get more out of you than he's going to give to you. So it's never going to be about you. So I suggest if y'all are in those type of relationships to refocus on yourself and find someone that likes you times 10, because it's always going to be about you. And that is the truth. Do you discuss money at the beginning? You don't discuss money. You mention things that they can do to impress you that cost money. Okay. You start from day one mentioning that your car, you're going to be lying most of the time, that your car is making a weird noise. Then you change the subject. So you're building up to where they're going to offer you to give you money. Or if an unexpected fake expense comes up, they already have heard about it. They've been through it with you and they're more willing to help you out. You see? So you're constantly bringing stuff up that they can help you with. And if they're trying to impress you constantly, they know exactly what you need. And it's money. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if they like you times 10, they're going to bend over backwards to help you. If you're picking the right targets out, you'll have no problem. If you're picking the wrong targets out, you're going to be doing extra work and running in a circle. So when I tell y'all date guys that like you times 10, that means they might be older. They may be less attractive. They might not even be your type, but you're their type and they got plenty of money to spend and they like you times 10 and they're going to do whatever that you need them to do. Okay. And the last thing they're going to want to do is try to control you because they know you got options and you don't even have to deal with them if you don't want to. You understand? So that's how you do it. It's very simple. Y'all just make it complicated. Y'all too worried about how somebody looks versus how they see you. Okay? It's not about them. It's about you. The faster y'all realize this, the better off you'll be. Because if you start making it about them, you are no longer the prize, ever. And you're not going to be the prize. And you're going to be the stupid pick-me-sha. Okay? So it always has to be about you. The more a man does for you, the more they make your life easier, stress-free, and give you everything you want, the more attractive they become. Okay? I can't be attracted to someone unless they do that, period. Sorry. You can look like however you want to look. Yes, you're cute. Yes, you're physically desirable, but you're not financially desirable. You can't do everything I need you to do. So therefore, I can't be turned on by you, period. So I have the opposite problem with y'all. I can't be turned on by a pretty face and empty pockets. That just doesn't go together. If y'all can be turned on by a pretty face and empty pockets, that's y'all. But I like lifestyle. I like things. I like nice things. Okay? Think about it. Your standards are high. You can't even be attracted to somebody if they have dust in their pockets. No matter what they looking like. You're just going to see them as handicapped or something. You're like, it's like a disability. It's literally like a man that is attractive with no money. They might as well have a disability. And I'm not saying that people with disabilities are unattractive. I'm just saying that's just something that I'm not able to, have to be responsible for. I'm not going to be responsible for that because all they're going to do is cling on to you and become a dependent on you if they can't do nothing for you. And I don't want a dependent. I don't want a man that's not complete as a man. Okay. He might as well not have the male genitalia if he ain't got no money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And that's the disability I'm talking about. You might, because it's not even going to work in my presence, because I'm gonna be like, where's the money? Where's your money? Like, where you're missing something. So what I'm saying is he might as well not even have any male genitalia if he don't have no money. He could be as cute as he want to be. He can be as handsome as he want to be. If he ain't got no money, he shouldn't even have genitalia. Because that's how turned off that it would make certain types of women, All right. He said louder. It's the truth. Men think you want them because they look good. No. How does your bank accounts look? That's what women want. Women that value themselves on a high level. That's what they want. It's like, I don't care what you look. You look like you look like you need some money. That's what you look like. That's all I would like. That's all I would literally see if I saw a man that didn't have no money. He can be like 6-pack, muscles glistening with oil, but all I'm gonna see is somebody that doesn't have any money. That's all I'm gonna see. Okay, because we see them how they treat themselves. They treat themselves like they ain't got no money because they don't have none. That's how I'm seeing them. You ain't got no money. You treat yourself like you don't matter, like career is not important, like your future generations aren't important, like your bank account isn't important. That's how I'm gonna see you too. As a woman, that's how I'm gonna see you as a man. You don't have no money to offer me. You're not a provider. I'm gonna see you as a waste of time. So that's why some women cannot be attracted to men that don't have money because they see past their looks. Okay. They see future generations ahead. Like, this man ain't gonna do nothing but bring you and your future generations into poverty. What are you doing? Where's the money? That's how I see him. How to prolong say I need to really feel okay. Aunt Ethel, your fake aunt is gonna die. The night you promise to give it to him, you're gonna get a phone call, and Aunt Ethel is gonna be, not doing too well. And then she's gonna pass. So your fake aunt is gonna die. Your favorite fake aunt that you used to be on the phone with all the time, when you put them on hold, your fake aunt that you talk about at dinner sometimes, that told you to tell him hello, your fake aunt that you told him about or that you told her about, she's going to pass all of a sudden when it's time to roll around on that mattress. And you're going to need money to go to her fake funeral. You're going to need money to go shop for a nice dress to go to her fake funeral. And you're going to need about a good month and a half to mourn properly while he's still paying your bills. So when Aunt Ethel, your fake Aunt Ethel passes, that's how you get out of this, okay? Because Aunt Ethel is always there to help. Wonderful, okay? So you got to start talking about Aunt Ethel early on. She has to be a character in your life from the start. So, hey, hold on real quick. My Aunt Ethel is calling. Let me call you right back. Did I ever tell you about my Aunt Ethel? She's my favorite aunt. We used to do ABCing together when I was young. Yes. She's funny too. She asked if I was dating somebody, and I told her yes. He's so nice. Aunt Ethel. Start her from the beginning. I was talking to Aunt Ethel yesterday, and she said she wasn't feeling well, and she was like coughing really bad. I hope she's okay. Down the line, Aunt Ethel. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the hotel tomorrow. I can't wait. Book the hotel. Book it. Oh, and we need to go shopping for lingerie too. Oh, no worries. I can have it delivered. Just buy this cart for me from Victoria's Secret or something. Yeah, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I already got my suitcase packed. Here come tomorrow. Hey, how are you? Everything set up for tonight? Wonderful. You think we could go to dinner first? I'm really hungry. That's when you're gonna get the news right after dinner, right after your stomach is full. Aunt Ethel gonna be like, hold on, someone's calling. Hello, who is this? Where's Aunt Ethel? Gonna go in slow motion. Learn how to fake cry so you don't got to go back to that hotel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said don't be lying. Why not? Y'all be lying. Men lie every time they open their mouth. Why can't we make up a good, entertaining story with lore? It's called entertainment. Asking for money first time better in person text call. In person. Because your chemistry is going to be hard to resist. Mm-hmm. You said you rewinded a video. Yeah. Men will tell you not to lie while they're lying at the same time they're telling you not to lie. So why are y'all listening to that? May the best liar win. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How to play dumb after you come off too smart. Tell them you were watching Ancient Aliens, ma'am. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I heard that on Ancient Aliens. Or I was watching Law and Order. Or just name a TV show. I was watching Sherlock. I don't know. I was watching Criminal Minds. That's what they said. Act dumb and stupid, just like that. Just blame it on a TV show where there's smart people talking about stuff. Okay, that's what I do. You said free yourself from capitalism. Okay, when I get real rich, I will. When I become a billionaire, I'll free myself from capitalism. But first, I got to win at capitalism before I can free myself from it. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Ladies, yes, win at capitalism and then free yourself. Be so rich you don't even care no more. Okay. You said a man literally said he was told not to marry me because I was intelligent. Okay, Esther, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's because he know you ain't gonna put up with the okie doke. Why would a man need a woman more smart? Like, why would a man want a woman who is smarter than him? All you're gonna do is correct him every chance you get. He's not gonna feel masculine in the relationship. That's why. If you play dumb and act stupid, they'll feel like more masculine around you. Then later on, after you got the ring, the marriage license, and a couple of good anniversary gifts, then you can start being smart and correcting him. Okay, bring it out much later. And let it be a surprise. Like, must be all them good vitamins I'm taking. The ginseng, ginkgo biloba or something. Okay? Bring it out later. Smart people and intelligent people know when to be intelligent. And they know when to play dumb too. So if you real smart, you'll know how to hide it and bring it out later. All right. Don't ever lead with it because men are intimidated by intelligence. Play dumb and then pop up later. And must be that ginkgo biloba. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, how did you get so smart? I was watching Criminal Minds, Law and Order, Ancient Aliens, Sherlock. Somebody said them Omega 3s. Yep. Say I was watching Sherlock, Ancient Aliens, Criminal Minds, Law and Order, and I was taking my vitamins. That's what happened. All right. You said how to win at Nepo Baby's World. What does that mean? How to win at Nepo Baby's World? Are you a Nepo baby? If you're from a certain place, there's not that many Nepo babies, You're not. Then why are you focused on them? Focus on yourself. People became Nepo babies because their parents focused on themselves. Learn from their parents, not for them. All right. What did their parents do for them to have a Nepo baby? Follow the parents' example. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you do in a world of Nepo babies. Study their parents. Become them. Then have your own. A Nepo baby is someone that comes from wealth or maybe a famous parent, and they get favor and they grow up having everything. Study their parents. That's what you do. Okay. You said, can you get it without telling long, blatant, winded lies? Nico, as a Christian woman, can you be in a relationship with a man and take his long, blatant, winded lies and believe them? Because just because you're not going to lie doesn't mean no one is going to lie to you. You don't have to lie. The only thing you need to understand is that people aren't going to be honest with you. And if they're trading lies for honesty, who's getting the short end of the stick? The best thing I could tell you is to not give information, or don't give too much information. If you don't like to lie, have a loophole. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell them nothing. Or you can tell the truth and lie at the same time, because this is the loophole. So for example, if you have kids and you don't want nobody to know you got kids, and a man said, you got some kids? Do you have kids? You can say this and still be telling the truth. I've always wanted kids. They are so cute. Anyway, I love your shirt. Where did you get it from? You never said you didn't have kids. And before you had kids, you might have always wanted kids one day. So you lied and told the truth at the same time, but you didn't really lie because you didn't answer the question. You just distracted him. You see? So you can lie and tell the truth at the same time. It's called a loophole. I do it all the time. Okay. As a Christian woman, you told no lies. You said, I have always wanted kids. They are so sweet. Oh my gosh. I always wanted girls. Anyway, what about you? Oh my gosh, I love your shirt. You didn't tell them a thing, because you might have girls and you might have kids and you might have always wanted kids, but you never said you did or didn't. Therefore, you ain't told no lie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So learn how to lie with the loophole and you'll be all right. If he's smart enough to figure it out, good for him. If not, you ain't done nothing wrong. You're wonderful. Or just leave out the information and change the subject. Questions you don't want to answer. There you go. If they say, are you seeing anyone other than me right now? It's like, no, I'm not. Because if you ain't seeing nobody over here or over there other than him at this very moment in the presence, then you're not seeing anybody except for him at this very moment. You might see somebody else besides him tomorrow, but you ain't doing it right at this moment. Loophole lie. All right. Loophole truth. Right there you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say, you know how they say words are very powerful? They are. Use them correctly and you won't have to worry about lying. All right. Mm-hmm. You said just give him a cute nickname. What y'all talking about in these comments? Okay. You said, should you ask for debt paid off or money for a business? Both. Don't limit yourself. Ask for both. And don't ask for money for your business. Say you're saving up to start a business. Never let them know all your tea, you know? You said, did you make a mistake by telling him you wouldn't sleep with him? Yes. They're supposed to have false hope. All right. They're supposed to be working towards something that they may never get, but still hope. They need to keep hope alive. So you got to lie to them. You got to insinuate that it's possible. You can't say, I would never sleep with you. You got to be like, you know what? I really like you. And each time, we meet, I feel closer and closer to you. They give them false hope. Why y'all telling them they can't even have that? Why would they even keep trying if they know they're never going to get to anything? That's what y'all mess up. Lie. Okay, so if you told them you never going to sleep with them and you trying to fix it, now you got to ask them for something major and big and bring back that hope. Okay, because they already know you don't want to sleep with them. But if they think that they do something major for you, you could change your mind. So you got to come up with something major that costs a lot of money that you need them to help you with. And then they'll say, well, if I help you, you're going to like, you know what? You're right. I thought you were one of those selfish men. And since you're so generous, I have a new level of respect for you. And I see you in a whole nother way, and I'm so glad that I met you. Lie. Open the hope back up. Okay. You can't open the hope back up unless there's a big grand gesture. So you can get paid too. Mm-hmm. Mm. Anyway, I'm wrapping this up now. But I urge y'all to know your value and focus on yourself, improve yourself, and stop focusing on him. Because if he likes you times 10, you are the main character. You are the focus. It's all about you anyway. So make sure you don't disappoint people. All right? Make sure it stays about you. All right. Keep your standards high. Mm-hmm. Thank y'all, everybody who donated, everybody who sent the cash app. I appreciate y'all. Everybody who buys my books. If y'all want my books, they are all on Amazon. I'm linking them here right now. They're all linked in the description bar as well. Just books I recommend for leveling up, my books. There might be some other ones in there too, but just get mine as well. And also, if y'all want to ask me questions in private, definitely join my Patreon. Tier 2 and up will allow you to be able to message me directly, and I will message you back in a few days. If you join the mail out tier or the VIP tier, you get a handwritten card from me each month and possible access to future one-on-ones. Like you could just DM me and ask me about it, and I'll let you know what the next steps are. But you got to be part of the mail out tier or the VIP tier. If you are tier 2 and up, you're able to message me, and you have access to like certain PDF books and posts and stuff in the group. SheRaSeven journaling group is what it's called on Patreon. I'll link it again. There's also journaling prompts for those who are leveling up, the mental side of leveling up and the work that you need to do. It just gives you little journal entries if you like to journal about your level up journey. There's prompts in there that you can go for. That's tier 1. But if you go for tier 2 and up, you'll be able to definitely get everything except for, the mail out tier. But you can get all the books and everything that are linked. Not my books, but the books that are linked in there. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said thank you. You're welcome. That's just for those who don't want to be out here, with all their information, and they want to ask me something privately. Tier 2 it up. And you can change the tier at any time. So if you're at tier 1 and you want to come up to tier 2 and message me, you can do that. If you're at tier 2 and you want, a card or something, you can go up to tier, the mail out tier or the VIP and go back to tier 2 at any time. So it's flexible. Y'all could do that. Okay. No problem. People do it all the time. Like, let's say you don't want to pay for the tier 2 to ask me a question once. Then, do it for 1 month to be gone. You get your answer. You can talk to me as many times as you like to in the messenger, and I'll definitely text back. All right. Just don't come to me with no dumb, dusty problems. If your man is dusty, I can't help you. I'm just going to tell you to get another one. I don't fix dust, okay? Just know that. You said, what if you don't think quick enough on your feet? Then keep watching my videos and you will, okay? Keep watching the videos every day. Watch my videos. It's going to come like second nature, okay? If you don't think quick on your feet, then you need to get you a journal and you need to start writing stuff down and staying 2 and 3 steps ahead of everything. You need to understand what you're trying to accomplish, what your goals are while you're dating. If you don't have dating goals, which is getting money, how to get a man to do this, how to get a man to do that, and you're just dating free, like just out in the wind, you don't have a purpose for why you're dating. You're not trying to improve your life at all. If you don't have a plan to improve your life when you deal with a man, that's how y'all get caught up. If you don't have a focus on why you're even dealing with this man in the first place, that's how you get caught up. You need to have a focus on every time you deal with a man. If you don't complete the goal, then you need to try harder. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. So you're the role model I need? Thank you. I don't try to be a role model. I just try to help y'all. But if I am, great, wonderful. Don't expect me to act like a role model, though. I just act like I am. Okay? And another thing about like telling people that your role model is like the one thing I don't like about the term role model is that as soon as someone has their own mind that's not in agreement with the next person, oh no, now you're no longer a role model. Ma'am, I'm me. You know what I'm saying? And like people may not always agree with everything I say. So don't be so quick to call me a role model. Just say I like the information you put out. Because as soon as I say something that you may or may not agree with, I don't want you to think that I'm your role model. So understand that. All right. Remember, I am not politically correct. Never have been. I'm Gen X all the way. We don't know about none of that stuff. So remember that. You're 29, you used to model, but can you pull a millionaire, but you don't have a driver's license? Do you think it would be a problem? Yeah, man, go get your driver's license. Sprinkle, sprinkle, man, that's the bare minimum. That's like getting a high school diploma. Go get your driver's license and then go get your millionaire. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because how you going to be dating a millionaire and talking about I ain't got no driver's license? Go get a driver's license. You might need to drive one day somewhere legally. Okay? It's best to have it than not to have it. Better to have it than not to have it. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you live in a place where people don't drive, that's understandable why you don't have it. But if you live in a place where you have to know how to drive, or you're not going nowhere, definitely get it. You said as a millennial, y'all are 50% politically incorrect. Thank you, Jasmine Sprinkle Sprinkle. Think about boomers. They're 110% politically incorrect. Gen X, they're like 75 politically incorrect, 75% politically incorrect, and unapologetic about it. Okay. The only reason that we try to be politically correct is because y'all are so sensitive. The Gen Z and all of that. That's the only reason. It's only to spare your feelings. We don't really mean it. Am I right, Gen X? We don't really mean it. We just want to spare your feelings and keep you from spamming the comments because you're overly sensitive because you were raised with tablets and phones and taught what to think. And you were raised in a climate where if you feel guilty if you don't say something about it, even though it doesn't pertain to you. But we understand that. Okay. Even my daughter, who's like 16, she said, people don't really care about that stuff. They just feel guilty for not saying something about it because they've been programmed by social media to say something about it, even though if it doesn't pertain to them or bother them. And I was like, you're right. That's wonderful. We're happy about that. But just like y'all don't mean it, neither do we. Glad we got that out the way. Okay. We just all pretending and lying up in here to each other, but it sounds nice. The things that we truly care about that may come off as politically correct, we don't have to be politically corrected about the things we actually care about. Like we won't have to censor ourselves when we talk about certain things that we really care about. Okay. You said you care about money in your family. I know that's right. Sprinkle. Right. You said, can you elaborate more about men bargaining when they ask for 50-50? If a man asks you for 50-50, he don't like you. You're the placeholder. You're the woman to build him up for the next chick. He don't even like you. Okay. He doesn't even want to be a whole man, full provider for you. That's how much he don't like you. He's just going to use you for what you can do for him because you like him more than you like yourself. That's all 50-50 is. That's all it is. Lack of respect for yourself as a woman. That's all it is. Okay. Sprinkle. Anybody who's going 50-50 is paying for a man and don't like themselves. That's literally it. You're not the prize. He don't like you more. He's building himself and you building him up for the next chick. That's all. Okay, so understand that. I know it's harsh. I know it's bad news for some of y'all. But if you are a 50-50 chick and you want to see if your man really likes you, tell him you ain't doing it no more. Tell him he got it. Big money. Give him a couple of months notice. Tell him he's going to have to pull the whole 100 and see how he starts acting to see if he really likes you. See if you're as valuable as you think you are. Okay. Sprinkle. Thank you. Mason. Talia. Thank you, ma'am. I hope I said that right. How do you get your 75-year-old provider to pay for your tuition? He's getting restless because I won't sleep with him after he funded my business. I've canceled flights that he sent me money for to visit him and keep the flight credit instead. He wants S, but no. Okay. At 75 years old, his stuff probably don't work that good no more. So you need to tell him that you're going to, you need to lie. You need to be like, I'm really excited about it. I really want to, but I'm going to the doctor, tell him you got problems down there that you need to fix before you could be intimate with people. And right now, your tuition is due and you really need to get that done. And that, whatever break is coming up next, was it winter break, fall break? I don't know. Whatever 3-day weekend or vacation that's coming up next, tell him that you're going to book the ticket to come see him with the credits that you have. Then book a ticket, send him a screenshot of a future date that you paid for with the credit that he sent you before. Okay, this is going to trick him a little bit. And then ask him about places where he's at. Research places around where he lives. It's like, when I get there, I want to go to this restaurant. I want to go here. Like, make it seem like you really come in this town. Okay. But get that tuition paid first. So you're not really wasting any money because he already paid for a trip and you can cancel that at any time. Get that tuition paid. Start showing an interest in the stuff that's surrounding where he lives that he may know about. And then like, yeah, my friend went there. She said it was really good and that we should go. Lie. Get his hope up again. But tell him all those things. And he's going to believe you. It's like, act like you really want to go. I really can't wait. I heard that their food is really good here. Yes. And I really wanted to see that. I put, then post up on your social media, going to such and such in November or whatever date you not going. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if all else fails, you know about Aunt Ethel, don't you? Wonderful. You got to paint the picture very clearly that it's possible and the possibility is very high. Okay. You said y'all must not live in active cities. 75-year-olds still running miles a day. That's true. So if he's in good health and he's 75 and his stuff still works, maybe yours is not working right now because you're going to the doctor for things. Okay, that's why I said if his stuff's still working, and lie and say you're going to the doctor to get some stuff taken care of, whatever it may be. None of his business unless he want to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you, Marina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You ignored a 51-year-old. He made fake profiles to humiliate. Okay. Then stop meeting men online. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I told y'all about that. You should just block them and claim AI or say this man is obsessed with you. I don't know. Sorry, dude. You're obsessed. I'm not. Move along. He's gone through his midlife crisis. Give him a list of stuff to get through if he wants to get back with you. Make sure it's financial. If you want me back, sir, you got to do all the stuff on this list, and it's going to be expensive. If you can't do it, leave me alone. You just mad at yourself because you broke. That's literally it. If men are obsessed with you and they can't meet your standards and they become obsessed with humiliating you or being with you, just humiliate them right back and say, I'm sorry, you can't meet my standards. Get some more money. Okay, list job listings and tag them in it. I don't know. Because that's all they mad at themselves, that they can't afford you to meet your standards. A man can't be obsessed with a woman unless he got enough money to check off all the lists on her standards. Okay. If he can't check the stuff off your standard list, he's only mad at himself. That's literally it. He's only obsessed with the fact that your standards are too high for him. And he's obsessed that he can't reach them. What he needs to become obsessed with is some money. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you need to redirect his energy towards. Okay. Okay. So these men try to take out their aggressions and anger and obsession on women, but they don't realize they're just mad at themselves for not having no money. So make sure you redirect them back to the main source of their obsession and problems, that they want to date women that they can't afford. And the key that they're missing is the money. Okay. So start posting them job listings, investment opportunities, way to make more money. Send them a link for Think and Grow Rich, the book by Napoleon Hill. Just start sending them stuff that they need to get their money up, because they're not obsessed with you. They're obsessed with the fact that they can't afford you. And they're not understanding the source of the problem is them not having no money. Okay? Just send them back to get more money. You're like, I'm trying to talk to you. Why are you keep sending me links? Because you don't understand why I'm not talking to you. Okay, he's a Nepo baby in his 20s, and you're about to get huge inheritance in the next 10 years. He loves me, spoils me with luxuries and vacays. I'm attractive and highly educated. Doctor, should we marry now? Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know what culture you're from, because some people marry in their culture so they can roll around on a mattress. I don't know if that's you or not. If you've already rolled around on the mattress with this dude, he's 20, he's giving you everything, make sure you're using those 10 years to build yourself as well. So that if he does get in his inheritance and it doesn't work out for you, you got more than what you came in with. Okay. But remember, marrying someone young comes with a lot of issues. Be sure that you're emotionally prepared to deal with those issues. And if you're focused on yourself and improving yourself and building yourself in your own business or whatever you're doing with his money, you're not going to care as much about those problems that comes with marrying a 20-something-year-old. Okay. So as long as the focus is you and solely you, and it's not about him, get your money. Okay. Because some of y'all be attaching to the man emotionally, knowing that you're going into a giant pile of problems, marrying someone so young with money. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do I ever get tired of being live? Nope. I've been doing this for 13 years. Okay. 13 years, probably going on 14. Yeah. I used to think that about teachers. Like, do y'all get tired of teaching the same class 8 times a day, year after year? Da da da. I don't know. They keep going. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do I do for fun? Shop, go on vacation, spend money, do my makeup, do my hair, go out to eat with my girls. I have lots of hobbies. I read. I watch Ancient Aliens. I read a lot. I watch Sherlock, the BBC version. You said aliens don't approve of this channel. Yes, they do. Mm-hmm. Aliens said don't deal with no dust. Okay. Even the ancient aliens were rich. Okay. Y'all go back. Y'all go watch Ancient Aliens. All the depictions of ancient aliens and the knowledge that they gave to humans and stuff made them rich. Do you think ancient aliens want you with a dusty? Yeah. Okay. They had gold, they had electricity, they had technology. They don't want you with no dust rolling around on an air mattress in a cave. Okay. So I think ancient aliens or aliens in general would approve of my message. They were like, finally, somebody that's more evolved and thinking about other things besides rolling around on a mattress with some dust. Wonderful. Her mind is much higher. She's focusing on creating more instead of making more dust. He follows his ex's sister. Am I wrong for crashing out? You're wrong for dating somebody too young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Date somebody old that don't know how to work social media that well. Y'all have young man problems, but don't want to date older men. I told y'all, dating young men come with young man problems. That man gonna follow who he want, and he gonna do what he want. You can't control him. What you can do is control how much money you getting out of him, how much money you stacking while you with him, and how much money you're gonna have after, or maybe if it ends or not. Also, you can also work on having a backup and a spare if that's what your focus is. If it's you, that's what you're going to be focused on. You're not being focused on whose sister he's following. Who cares? I don't care about no man following somebody. What if I'm following somebody that I'm looking for in the future? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Think about it like that. Y'all are doing too much. Y'all are giving them too much credit, too much energy, too much information. What if you following your future man? He's following his ex's sister. Where's your future man at? Why aren't you following a millionaire or a billionaire? Why are you crashing out when you should be leveling up? Okay? Do better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We don't care about who people are following. We care about if the bills paid on time, if they're giving you money when you need it or ask for it, if they're doing whatever you need them to do. We don't care what they're doing on. Okay, you're the focus. You're the priority. You got options. Okay, act like it. Don't act like you're insecure. Don't act like it's a problem for him following somebody. Don't act like you're spying on him, checking into every little thing he does because you have no life or options of your own. Don't act like that, pygmy. Don't do it. Act like you're the prize. You got the options, and he need to be worried about what you doing online, baby. That's the formula. Because he keeping you chasing, baby. He keeping you worried. He keeping you stressed. He keeping you up at night. Looking through his profile, looking through who he's following. That's you. He ain't doing that with you, is he? Ask yourself why not. Because if he was doing that with you, did you know that stress makes a man bond faster with you? When you stress out a man, when he worried about you, when he constantly got to keep tabs on you, that's what makes him fall in love faster and deeper. That's why you so in love, because you keep spying on him, looking at what he's doing, trying to see who he's following on social media. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're emotionally invested in him more than he is with you. Why? Because you're doing too much work. Now, if you want to flip the script, give him something to look for. Okay? Give him something to worry about. Give him something to stress out over. Give him some drama in his life to where he's only sitting up thinking about what you're doing instead of you thinking about what he's doing. Y'all need to flip the script because y'all doing too much. Okay? All right. I'm glad that we've cleared that up. Do better. All right, y'all, I'm going. I was supposed to go a while back. But thank y'all. And for those that y'all want my Patreon, definitely join my Patreon, SheRaSeven journaling group. Join tier 2 and up, and you'll be able to message me, all right? Privately. Okay, I'll see y'all soon. Bye.